fuck?
All right, we're live.
That's too distracting. Oh, we're live?
We're live.
Hello! Welcome one and all to the last game of Day 12 PCMT. We have a game going on. We have Tequila Sunrise versus Wingman Warriors. My name is Laura. I will be your play-by-play caster and also one of your desk analysts for this game. Joining me on the desk is Pavel and Valencia. You want to talk?
Hi, I'm here again. We had to just shuffle things around, but yeah, it's like we said, we're very professional, but yeah, we're here today. We're here today.
I got a little cup of chamomile tea, some water. I'm ready to go.
Sheesh. So I
So
guess
what
to open things up, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, first off, the Plat chat member predictions is heavily favored for. Let me actually double check the final numbers here. When I voted, and by the way, personally, I did pred for Wingman Warriors, as I do believe
Bias.
in the clap super sub. Actually, when I voted, it was 17 votes against 2 votes for Tequila Sunrise. But now, the final votes are 21 votes, 64% for Wingman Warriors,
21.
versus 12 votes, 36% for Tequila Sunrise. Now, personally, my team, Silly Geese, has lost against Wingman Warriors, so I do know their power and presence. But I do think Tequila Sunrise have been practicing, and they have a lot of strong players on their team.
Oh, that bit's coming up, yeah. And I think most of those votes probably came in after Wingman Warriors lost, so once people realized, oh, they can bleed, that's when you were finally able to realize that, hey, we can
To
vote
believe.
for the team.
Yeah.
Even if it's a team that hasn't won yet, it's still clear to at least give it a shot now that the team can bleed. Like, there are no Vision Strikers.
I think personally that Tequila Sunrise has been performing much below expectations, considering the fact that H, their highest rated player, is on this team. H is an extraordinary player, and also I personally know some of the players on Tequila Sunrise as well, and I feel like they've been underperforming, like because in the game it was Clayton Kershaw, but Shadow.
Clay Kershaw.
Clay Kershaw!
Underperforming even in the game.
Yeah, I mean, he performed very well when he subbed for our team earlier today, Silly Geese. But, they have a really strong team, and I also think the chemistry is really good, as, you know, Epsilon is a newcomer to PCMT, but Sky participated in Season 1, so it's a known face, and then Slow and H are already friends. That's how Slow got into this tournament in the first place, so I think their chemistry
the
is
teams
really
are kind of mixed
good.
up, actually.
But
They're not fully in, but yeah.
They have been underperforming. Oh, wait, are they? Wait, no, is Scott? Yeah, Sky's on Wingman
Yeah,
Warriors.
Scott.
Then.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
igneous.
ignore
that's on
me.
it.
If I say any misinformation, it's not my fault ever.
Yeah, just realize that Laura is spreading misinformation. That's fine. Nepotism as well. There is that part too. It looks like Wingman Warriors' first pick is Bind here. With Tequila Sunrise starting on attack, and then Tequila Sunrise picked Corrode. They saw yesterday.
Yeah, Bind was their first ban. Pearl looks like the map pick.
Do
Yeah,
remind me
that's
as
right.
a pleb.
Sorry, did I say they were banning Pearl? I meant to say they were picking Pearl. My bad. I'm sorry.
Picking Pearl? Okay, do remind me as a pleb, as I was not here yesterday. Who played yesterday? What happened yesterday?
So
What are the
Wingman
storylines?
Warriors. So I forget what the first map was because I was still playing, obviously. So I don't know what it was, but the second map was Corrode, and it was oh yeah. Okay, then give your POV on that one then.
Against Wing, the first one was Split.
Yes.
And we did very, very well in Split, and I guess they banned or Tequila Sunrise was the one who banned Split on this one, so they don't have to go there, but
Ooh,
we did play
Spider Haven.
Corrode, and Corrode was a very close map.
What?
Wait, what? No way!
This just in! H banned Abyss because I guess he forgot that for the last map bans, you're supposed to ban the map you're not supposed to pick. That is a major mistake.
Top left, Wagwan.
Not about this top left bullshit.
Konnichiwa, Mina slimes. This is so... No, we're already fucking glued up. That's crazy.
So this
but considering...
match is definitely... Wow. This match is matching my energy right now, which is, loopy drunk.
Sloshed. Completely sloshed.
Sloshed. Slosh is a good word for it.
Yeah, so... Unless they decide to redrive because they fucked up on the ban, first map is Pearl, second map Corrode, and then Decider Haven.
Yes, we have a Pearl with Tequila Sunrise starting on attack. We have Corrode with Wingman Warrior starting on defense, and if we are so lucky to get there, Haven with Wingman Warrior starting on attack.
Can I get a stats check if this is the first Pearl that we've played? Because I don't know.
Ooh.
So what I can tell you is, Wingman has played Pearl once and won.
Okay.
So that's probably why they picked it. And
Fair.
a little spicy is Tequila Sunrise has banned Pearl twice.
Interesting.
So we'll
So-
see. if
So
it
that's why he said he
impacts
fucked up the
it
ban,
all.
because they probably didn't want to let it through.
Yeah, so it looks like on this map ban, Tequila Sunrise did ban Split, but Pearl, I guess they floated Pearl, and they got immediately bit in the ass by this, as Pearl is now this first map. I am interested to see if Pearl is a really bad map for them, or in fact a stealth good pick for them.
Well,
Maybe
it is a
they're
good
playing
pick
the map ban a little bit.
for Wingman. They looked good on it when we did our prep for the match yesterday. We saw it and we're just like, we're just gonna ban Pearl, not deal with it. So it's definitely something
Makes
they wish
sense,
they probably would have been able to play yesterday. So we'll see if they get their little comfort picks out here. And I think there actually is a good quote-unquote upset chance, because I think Collapse is really good but can be contained. And I think Tequila Sunrise had so much room for improvement that they can only go up.
And
Yeah, I think
for
that's going to be a
today's
real
speci-
litmus lesson.
Yeah, for today specifically too, if we're talking about PCMT predictions, PCMT viewers have been wrong both times. Or, I'm sorry, I actually just lied for attention.
That's
They were
crazy.
wrong about the last game. They were correct. They predicted correctly of Dementia really exists above Silly Geese. But in terms of last game, where it was a landslide vote for D-ranked gamers over Zirconians were extremely dominant. And this vote this time around, Wingman Warriors are dominant over Tequila Sunrise. So maybe we will see another upset over what is the popular pick. The underdog may in fact win this time around.
Can't remember. Was this the second one that we, like, guaranteed on?
I'm not
I
sure,
can't
but
remember.
all of Wingman Warriors are hovering Wingman, and never mind, they all just locked in their agents at the exact same time.
Wow, who was
Let me
surprised?
eat my
Absolutely nobody.
words. Yes, obviously 5 geckos are not allowed, and it was bait,
The roulette.
but
I'll just
it
throw that.
seems like
That's
what
fine.
is a standard comp for Wingman Warriors? Claps going on the Clove, which personally,
Oh,
as a resident Clove / Astra main, I'm not the
You're
biggest
biased.
fan of, as Clove on this map does not have the more universal smoke range that Astra has. On
take
the
one
side of
peep
Tequila
actually at the
Sunrise,
that comp with
Yeah.
the Phoenix Waylay. All right.
I double flash 2 with Phoenix and Sky.
That's gonna be interesting. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let just lore yap the entire time, Pavel.
Are you our
best of luck.
observer?
No, I'm just here for a desk. So,
Yeah,
you guys
Longclaw
are Who am I
is our
following?
observer, correct? I'm making sure I'm following Longclaw.
Okay. Me too.
Alrighty then. Our first round coming in on the Pearl. It seems
Mhm.
like we're going to have a mid rush. Pavel, you excited? Because I'm super excited for this.
I'm very
I
excited,
actually
especially with
think
these
that-
comps.
Yeah, I do hope that this is a competitive match, as unfortunately my own game was not as competitive. Zirconians kind of stomped there, so... Fade Dog coming in through mid, clearing out the early space, trying to see if there's any early art presence. However, Cyclone has pushed up this A main. There are 4 people going through art. Rushed in the Clove Smoke coming in to stop any pushes. Flash coming in.
No peeking.
Backing off here. Smoked out. This A site easily taken, and Igneous pushing the smoke. Gets the assist on the case bars, who actually falls down to the molly. But Clapped coming in, getting 2 kills. Epsilon will get the trade, and the trades and kills will come out in favor of Tequila Sunrise, and it is now up to Radical. All on his low sum. The spike has not been planted. It is stuck back site. Engagements now being taken. Radical on 40 HP. The health is not in favor of him. And H will get the final kill. A pistol round win and plant money for Tequila Sunrise.
That is a great pistol round, and honestly, that is kind of a perfect round for how this series might go. You have a very good executed plan with 4 mid with 1 A main split. They are doing really good macro on containing this A main player that pushed in, and then you also have Claps on the other side taking a timing and killing 2 right behind them, so you're going to get this little push-pull of can Tequila Sunrise as a unit deal with
Wingman
this
Warriors
kind of X
heavily
factor.
pushing mid here, taking this control. This seems like a set play. On the side, Tequila Sunrise versus Default Sky pushing up, but gets bested by the superior weaponry. Slow ready, mollying. Radical taking a bit of damage from that, aware that someone could be pushed up here. Radical is now the deep mid insert as the rest of Wingman Warriors come. Radical pushing a little too far, and H getting that kill. Cyclone watching
Trap
this
destroyed.
angle. Trap will get destroyed. A little bit of B aggression shown here, but it is misplaced as the rest of Tequila Sunrise.
Excusez-moi.
Oh man, what a nasty shot from Cyclone. The rest of Tequila Sunrise is moving in art, however. The aggression is misplaced as Claps is inserted in A main, but it seems like they are Tequila Sunrise are completely aware of this. They are smoking off A main and now planting for not CT. Claps trying to push out, but Igneous just gets the better with the ghost. The faster time of getting bullets out. The whiffs coming in. Epsilon caught with the heal out, but just gets case bars and Cyclone. A extremely good eco for Tequila Sunrise.
Yep. Good anti-eco stuff. They were really prepared for that mid pressure that Wingman Warriors tried to put on. They were super disciplined, staying in spawn, taking care of those. Although it was a bit shaky towards the end with not expecting that A main player and then not being really ready for the double art push, but the guns made that not too bad for him. So we'll see if they can carry on this bonus with the Odin I see already on
Yes,
round 3.
Igneous is buying an Odin, I would like to note, against the spy round.
Uh-oh.
Fade Eye already spotting out Radical, trying to take an early position on our Radical. Not deterred, taking this push. Euroclone will be spotted, shot. Radical gets owned by an extremely well-placed Sheriff shot from Shadow. An extremely crucial first blood, and now slowing the pace down, not trying to over-aggress.
They're taking their
Wingman
time
Warriors, yeah, just letting it go. Map control in favor of Wingman Warriors, I would say, as Igneous is slowly pushing up towards A main, reclearing the space. Claps, however, with the smokes out, taking a kind of aggressive art position. And now, the B split coming in through B link. H is inserted B long, and this B plant will be coming in. Epsilon spotted out with util, but not completely killed. Tucking in the corner. The spike is now planted. Epsilon needs to find a kill here in order to get that value from Link, and will find it indeed. Sky gunned down, unable to get anything.
Here.
The Fate Scan will be good on Shadow, and there are 2 players tucked into this B-lane corner, but it is a 5v3. Cyclone must find everything, but is immediately traded out by Slow. Slow with the flash out, but cannot survives. Claps not finding that kill, and that is an incredible bonus round from Tequila Sunrise. Recovering 2 rifles. Shadow still left with the Bulldog, but that Odin is still in the hand of Iggy too.
This low defaulty pressure is looking pretty nice. We're gonna have to see how Cyclone fares in these situations. That pause in the round made them so uneasy, and they started stacking people towards A, and they're asking a lot of their Sentinel player here to hold B on their own or get one and get out. So we're gonna see if Tequila Sunrise can deal with that a lot.
I want to note this is a round 3 Phoenix ult from Slow Ready, and this is going to be huge against the rifle buy of Wingman Warrior. Skydog coming in to try and clear that mid space. Will get some info, not completely broken. H getting the over aggressive Sky. That opening pick is huge from that lurk. And Wingman Warriors again on the defensive, quite literally, trying to find something, anything. Claps trying to find some aggressive picks, but is caught out. The Waylay making sure that that trade is good. It is a 5v3. This is a desperate round from Wingman Warriors, and it is looking dire already. 2 players towards A art. The read is wrong, however.
It's Cyclone again here. Him against the world.
Cyclone stuck in this corner. Will now be hearing the util and the footsteps. The Waylay dash trying to find something, anything, but no players are revealed to him. And he will be triple swing, and now he is being crunched by the Phoenix Molly. Slow getting a second Molly kill of the series, might I add. The Sky Flash finding someone in B lane. K-Spars, the stun coming in will be good just to delay that little bit. This is a desperate round. And it is not going to be successful. Epsilon finding the kill on a Radical. K-Spars finding a kill on a Slow. The little bit of eco damage that could possibly be done, but Shadow trading it out. A strong 4-0 start for Tequila Sunrise.
Another diligent round. These anti-ecos are looking clean. They are
and that
so
Phoenix
aware of the walkups.
Wasn't used either, and now they have Astro Cosmic Divide. This is a really good ult economy.
Yeah, we could see a good snowball here. They're doing so well against this comp of Wingman that has a Yoru that can take space early and dash out. The Jet, the Chamber TP, and even Claps would like to get some impact early on in these rounds, and they're just getting punished for walking up.
Yeah. Wingman Warriors will have a full buy here of rifles and full shields. However, H defaulting on this B main has his team backing him up here. Oh, but Claps is pushed up. Claps and Radical have pushed up the entirety of A main. These Wingman Warriors surely must know that this B hit is coming in. The Astro Wall coming in. The Flash good as well. Shadow will kill Sky, who tried to have some trigger discipline. K-Spars getting the Phoenix ult out. However, pushing past the Astro Wall, H will find K-Spars. The rest of Wingman Warriors now. 2 coming through the flank, 1 coming through Link. Can they do this? There are 4 players clustered towards Hall here. They are trapped on this site. H almost killed out, but Shadow will find the kill. But with that 2K, maybe Claps can find a way back into this round for Wingman Warriors. The Quo Vault is on, but time is slowly but surely ticking. Astra still alive for the pull. It is all left to Claps. On with the 4K, on for the ace. Has to stake the plant, and will he find it? He will not find that ace. H will save this round, but all guns will be lost. It is 5-0. The economy is still good. Claps with an incredible attempt, but no cigar.
Yeah. It got a little dicey there at the end, but honestly, their exec went so smooth that I think even if Claps gets that kill, he might not even have the time. But
yeah,
it's looking really nice. They're continuing on the snowball. They use those ults that you mentioned in the pre-round. Very nice, and they've got 2 more to go off of. So, and another anti-eco that they've been doing pretty well.
Some early mid-aggression here. Radical with the Yoru flash, trying to find some early kills. However, Shadow getting the 2K will not give anything, but Claps with a hero rifle, I believe. Finding that kill, pops overheal, getting full Phoenix Flash, forced off the angle. Will not find value with this pick-me-up. I eat my words somewhat as the trade comes out quickly from Igneous. Numbers, a 3v2 in favor of Tequila Sunrise, but considering that this is a save/eco route for Wingman Warriors, I would say this is a favorable position for them. Push, slowing down as all three of these TS players grouping up. K-Spars alone on this B site. Now hearing the footsteps, Skyflash coming out, sees, not hitting anything. The chamber trip will just slow the push by a millisecond. K-Spars finding that hit on to Epsilon left. And evening the numbers, getting out with his life. The spike will be planted, but the Fan U2 recharge coming in. The Eye not seeing anything. Both of these players are stuck in Hall. Cyclone with the refresh.
Face your fear!
The Fatal will come out, hitting K-Spars with Cyclone. It's completely impervious, but H, the spray down with that Phantom is just better. 6-0.
On a perfect game so far. No deaths. Absolutely.
Oh my god,
helping his team out on these late round clutches. I'm really liking him on the Ashtray here because it gives him that kind of tactical ability to formulate how these rounds are going to go with these XX, and then he's still able to kind of late round clutch it out rather than like a Senti or something trying to be a bit more aggro. But they did really well to shut down that mid push that Wingman tried, and Collapse looks like he still wants to go for it.
We will be having a full buy round here. Chamber op in favor. I believe H was spotted, and that Astroborn will be spotted as well. The kill out that wall bang. H a little too close to the sun there. The effects can really kill you sometimes.
My fault. Should
and
not
that
have
was
set his KD.
Yeah. Oh, the hint. And finally, a man advantage for Wingman Warriors. However, 1 through A, Sky gets the better of Shadow, and all three of these players are stuck A main, trying to find something radical, backing out, not giving them an easy pick, and now Claps pushing onto the site with the retake. Sky killing slow. It's a 5v2, and Claps easily coming out finally. A round for Wingman Warriors, and a flawless one at that.
Very good round from Wingman. The rounds are not feeling as clean as they once were in the first 4 or 5 rounds. And you could see maybe Wingman play a bit more of a retakey style because the executes from Tequila Sunrise are really good. And it's always in these scrappier, less refined post-plan situations that it's falling apart for them a bit more, so...
H is buying an op.
Ooh,
the Smokes player, the Astra. As someone who is a Smokes player and loves opping, this is a bold move, especially on attack, as Astra, the lurky agent that she is. And she might be with mid-aggression. Thone coming out, trying to find the spray on the Claps, but it will not be found. The art aggression pushed back. H now pushing out of mid. No angles will be found yet. 4 players A main. Spread out a little, but look at this B main control. Sky is pushed all the way B main. These Wingman Warriors are completely aware that this must surely be an A hit. No trip spotted. Looks like H is unaware. Sky is slowly pushing up. Hasn't spotted the body out yet. This op still looking through mid, but no over-aggression. And Sky is being careful too. They're so close together. But the knife out will be spotted. And now just looking at him, the kill hasn't come through yet. And now it finally does. The op is down. And the A hit must come out. The Waylay coming out too. Hitting the aura, the fatal as the retaliation trades coming out. And Sky with this fast fling. Claps with the Clovolt, making sure that this round is secure. What a beautiful flank from Sky. Completely unexpected. Tequila Sunrise caught completely unaware.
Yeah, they're slowed I was gonna say defaulty playstyle didn't work because it really wasn't that defaulty. They just played slow with everyone in A main and just gave Wingman Warriors all the time in the world to take every other inch of map space, and they're gonna be doing this a lot. They have a Yoru, Jet, and Chamber who could just walk up one of the sides that you're not at and just figure out where you are very quickly.
Looks like there's gonna be some heavy aggression in this B main him. The power coming in, Cyclone getting that kill and getting out immediately. However, Slow ready with the flash coming in, gets staked by the Vandal, but Shadow with the trade, claps, can't find anything. Slow getting just a tiny bit of healing left. Makes himself more tanky. The Astral Wall now coming in. This A hit, this A split, I should say. Coming in fast. Radical does have the Yoru ult. And is still unspotted on this site. Fade Dog coming in, trying to clear Flowers. But Secret still, yet again, has not been cleared. Oh, that is a spam wallbang kill from Radical, evening the numbers out. The Saturate coming out from the Wayland, not finding anything, just a little bit of stall. The Clove Smoke coming in. The suck now for that post-pit util, but Radical again carrying this round is now left up to H, who finds all 3 kills and clutches the round for Tequila Sunrise, saving it from the brink of disaster.
Wow. Wow. I really thought
crazy.
Radical was the hero that they needed there. The play to just have patience when he's on that side of the wall. Again, to get the spam kill off the Fade Util, and gets 3 kills, and is just all shut down by rapid fire bursts from H. Just absolutely masterclass in main.
H is 14-2, which is a 7.0 KDA. I'm sorry, KD. His KDA is probably higher because he has 1 assist. Ooh. Early flash here, trying to fight for A main, but H again with those 2 kills, getting the aggression, and this 8 push is just completely squandered. These 2 B players now rotating, trying to find something, anything. Skydog coming out to push. Shadow will be found. The pick on Cyclone. That aggression a little too much, but Tequila Sunrise now backing off. Seekers will come out to secure this round further. Both players will be spotted. No one on the flank. Stun coming out for that even further delay. That's K. The C's will find K-Spars. But these players are being cautious, not peeking, not giving up their lives, and slow. Finding that pick on a K-Spars. It's all left on Cyclone. The Phoenix Flash coming in. It is just too much.
That is amazing. This is why I love this comp coming out from them. The double flashes from the Sky and the Phoenix, it's impossible for them to win those big brawls. And you have the Fade Util on top of it. And you have H, who doesn't have to put anything down for that early main fight, just shoots. It's looking good. The Wingman Warriors will thrive more in like those more scrappy, less outright brawl type situations where they can get some picks and get out and cause some chaos in a retake.
Now we have a bit of a default here from Tequila Sunrise. The smoke for the cross. H and Slow already taking a Slow's body will be noted. And the op here from Cyclone, however, smoked off by his teammate. That's not a good decision. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Not smoked off by his teammate. H has smoked this angle off so they can get closer. Actually, a very heads-up smoke here from H to get closer. Smoking off from that op, they surely must be aware of the economy. K-Spars debating that Fade Eye. Crosshairs up in the air. And now, the Yoru ult coming out from Radicals, trying to spot players out. We'll spot out Slow. We'll also spot out H. Dimensional Drift, TP backed, mostly for info. Can't really do anything with it. And these players are now evacuating from B. But these A main players finding space. They are stuck in main. And these Wingman Warriors have not rotated. Sky with the Judge is going to lose that timing as Slow and H are... We're going towards B link. We're not going towards A. The Fatal going out towards Art. And the Waylay dashes coming out too. Slow will get that opening pick on the Sky. Claps is still on the site though, looking for something, anything. All 5 of these players are on the site, and he will get spammed out by Shadow. The Phoenix will coming up for extra insurance.
No charge.
Trades will come out, but with the lesser weaponry, I mean, this is just a clean done round. The op now from Cyclone, trying to find something, anything. These Tequila Sunrise players debating, pushing for the kills, but they are staying smart and keeping their guns. Seems that H could find Cyclone though, but this is a done round, Pavel.
It really is. It was. I mean, they were playing a bit defaulty, but they still ran into 2 players on site with a judge in art, and it was really the duelists from Tequila Sunrise that got really important kills on those openings.
Snow's really close. Will get killed by Cyclone. And minus 300 credits there, as the shooting of the body will occur from Cyclone, shooting 3 headhunter shots. K-Spars dropping in all chat, minus 5k. H saying, no, my money.
Yeah, they're so rich on the last round. It was worth the hunting here. So
H saying, I'm effing broke as well in all chat. And one of our desk members is shit talking as well, but you know. Let's see. Ooh, another early A-man aggression. The Sky Flash coming in good. Radical doesn't get flashed, but Slow gets the better of him. The Astro Wall now coming in for this A-push, but Claps gets the full kill. Pops gets... Oh, man. I mean, that is just so much detail. The Sky... Sky gets 2 while fully stunned. That's absolutely insane. It's a 2v2. The numbers are even. The Plant now coming in, and H trying to make a play. Taking art control as this Fade Dog coming in from Igneous. The players will be spotted, but the own spray will be better. It is all left up to Cyclone, who is getting flanked by H. These players on Tequila Sunrise are in amazing positions right now, and... Oh, H, please. Aww, he didn't deny it. But it's a 10-2 for Tequila Sunrise. What? I mean, first off, some heroics there on the side of Sky, getting 2 kills whilst completely stunned. I would love to see that clip later if you got it. But Tequila Sunrise have just been absolutely dominant.
Every part of the Tequila Sunrise comp is doing work. The double initiator, the duels going aggro, and H doing absolutely everything in all the late rounds. Even that late push into art in that 2v2 was really nice after the Prowler confirmed his presence and basically told them that he's wrapping CT 100%. So they had all of the best info, and K-Spars. We'll see what he goes with here.
We have 5 Wingman Warriors coming down B main, trying to overwhelm H here. The rotates are coming in fast as all 5 of these players stomping in. H trying to find an early kill, will find Claps, caught out by the Fade reveal. These players are now in halls, and the flash coming in. Sky, however, will get the better of that Phoenix, but Shadow finding the trades. Kills are going in favors. And this last player now stuck in halls. God, the fast retake. That fast hit trying to come in, but H killing Claps there. Really, really big for Tequila Sunrise.
Absolutely. Their defensive read there is actually really good, because you could say that that 10-2 on offense was really off the back of a very aggro comp they have with double duelist, double initiator with no senties. And so you're not really going to see them be able to straight up hold a site that they would if they had a senti, but the fast retake, as if they're just attacking into it, really lets their comp shine even on this defense half.
Of course, obviously, here from the Warriors, they have to find a round here. Slow will be smoked off by this Clove, and a fast A hit's coming over. There are 3 players here. The flash getting bought, the dash getting body block trades coming out, but they all just go in favor of Tequila Sunrise, honestly, a little too much fast-paced battle to wrap my head around as a commentator, personally. Cyclone caught with the knife out, but the Spectre spray will be better. Now on, what is, I believe, 43 HP as that regen shield does come in. There is a major chance here for Cyclone, as both of these players have Spectres. Iggy, however, not tagged up at all. And Cyclone taking his time, letting that clock run. Igneous, unsure of what's happening, has let the spike out of his sights. And now, these players just completely unaware of what the other is doing. Paranoia seeping in. Cyclone really biding his time here. Hoping and praying that Iggy has rotated onto the B site as he has. Clearing every single corner. The spike has been retrieved, and now with just 12 seconds left, Cyclone must plant on this A site. Igneous, as far away as could possibly be. The spike planted, now the info will be gained, but Cyclone has this site completely left him. The Fade Eye will be back. These footsteps will be noted by Cyclone. However, will this Fade Dog catch on to him? And it will. Backing off now onto the site. The Fade Eye coming in. Too short on art, though. The spam now coming through. They know Cyclone is low. Cyclone now just facing the smoke completely. Will find the kill onto Igneous. A clutch.
Sorry, I should not laugh.
Getting that force buy. Not an eco, but that force
heartbreak
buy.
of a round for Tequila Sunrise. But
Cyclone played that beautifully. I mean, just playing into the paranoia of, oh, I wonder what this player's going to do. A big risk was taken leaving that spike out of sight by Igneous, but it ended up paying off for Cyclone.
yeah, he recognized that he had an entire minute on the clock during that 1v1 and used every second of it to put doubt in the mind of his 1v1 opponent.
5. All Wingman Warriors facing down this B site. The Skyflash will get the info and delay this push just a tiny bit. The rotates again coming in fast. There are 3 players on this B site. A Bucky in the hands of H trying to find these cheeky kills. These players, however, not completely pushing it. Fade Dog coming in. This Bucky will be noted. The spam trying to get the trade. H backing off. But again, taking that position immediately. This player's trying to find the kills. The Bucky will not be good. Cyclone getting another kill onto Igneous. Even there are 2 players in the halls. It's just not enough. Sky's aim is true, even with that fade decay. And again, it is still not enough. Slow, left alone, stuck in the corner. And that is a flawless round from Wingman Warriors.
Good job they do on the anti-eco, just playing these very long B-side angles, waiting out both smokes, not letting that Bucky get any value. So, pretty clean. And we're going to see if Wingman Warriors can keep this half going, because 4-11, any more rounds to the defense side will just make this game infinitely harder. And they've got to keep this ball rolling and keep this snowball intact, and hopefully take this half way back on their side.
Iggy has picked up this Odin again. The Fade Eye for a main. I believe it missed as it was not shot at all. However, there are 4 players towards this A site and the read is correct. Two Wingman Warriors coming through art here. The push is not completely out. The Phoenix Molly will delay it. Fade Dog out. The Saturate is well delaying it, but Collapse finding that opening pick on the Shadow. However, the trades are coming out in favor of Tequila Sunrise as H, with a massive 3k there, holding the ground of the site, will also now get healed, and it is all left to K-Spars to try and salvage this round. Both these players doubling up. The Skyflash will not find any info on where K-Spars is. And now, 50 seconds left on the clock. The round comes to a slow halt. Both of these players on the A site making their gamble.
Very similar to the 1v1 you saw earlier, but they're going to do the smart thing and just stick together. If they get planted on B, they'll fight together, so
30
I like their
seconds
chances
left
here.
K-Spars has bided his time. both of these players are still in A. They have not moved a muscle. Guns down on the battlefield, desperately clearing every corner. The plan will come down, heard by both these players. The pull coming in will get him out of position and vulnerable him as well. K-Sports trying to find a kill, but it's just too much. H with the 4K, making it match point and saving his team from a snowball. And the Odin as well will be recovered. Surely in the hands of Igneous again.
I mean, they had a great read having 4 people on the site, and it was still really scrappy. He really needed to pull out those fight clinching 2K at the end there to kill the push and leave K-Spars as a lone attacker, but it almost looked like that they had 3 people towards the spawn at the start of that round and just heavy rotated off of the first noise they made, so they're going to make another gamble stack towards A. Maybe they're doing the same thing. Oh, they're all up in CT.
Oh my goodness. Hate just 25 and 6.
They're following him around.
You want to play? Let's play.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is not appropriate for broadcast. What they were doing to him.
What you gotta do to keep him going is what you gotta do.
There are 4 players on the Tequila Sunrise here now. Claps will kill this Phoenix ult, but the info and slash dronage of the ult has already been spotted. The spike, however, is towards A. Igneous is all alone with this Odin. We'll get flashed by the Yoru as these players are now loudly stomping on the site. The plant will be noted. The Odin spray not finding anything, and Radical getting the better of Igneous. He is no assassin pie, unfortunately. Cyclone will find Shadow. This offensive hold is looking good, and Radical getting out with his life. It could have been an unfortunate time TP, and the fake smoke trying to get position, but the fade eye will spot it out.
Last player standing.
And now, all alone on the site, it is a flawless round on the side of Wingman Warriors. That was honestly beautiful. They held that site space, made sure they kept it, and didn't over-aggress push into the spawns either.
Speaking of over-aggressing, it's possible Tequila Sunrise was a bit too overconfident in their read, because they had the correct read. They had 4 people stacked on B, but they just ripped their counterattack a bit too early. The Phoenix ult comes out and they throw the util, but they weren't even all the way past the big long pillar, and so it kind of is just a bit too early, and they are able to rotate to the big site.
Early B main space taken here. The Sky Flash, however, will not find any info. H only with a pistol. Radical will find both of these kills onto the Waylay. And Epsilon now left alone. The Sky Flash will be turned. Sky making sure the Yoru stays alive. Radical is pushed heavily deep into defender or attacker spawn. And Igneous should be able to recover this rifle as there are no players nearby. A 2v4. And the Fade Eye will be noted as well. Slow only has a pistol. 3 of these players now are towards back site / halls. Igneous would really have to go big here, and he is the only one left alive to try and do something, but Cyclone just gets the better of that duel. Wingman Warrior's still alive.
Okay. This is a big round. We're going to see if this is going to be their gun round on defense to try to close out the map. They have 2 ults and 2 that are 1 away against a whole 4 stack of ults on the other side. So we're going to see if they really commit to trying to end it here and now, or if they can tank the attacking side ults that they're basically pressured into using, and maybe trying to stack all their ults on a later round. But we'll see how it shakes out here with an A main pressure.
It's really this Yoru and Fatal that's the problem, as the Clove and Sky ult are somewhat dependent on the way the round swings. Obviously, one has to go after a death. There is early A main pressure here. Shadow coming out, spam coming in. A smoke denies A main pressure, but Cyclone will find the better of Epsilon in a duel in B Link. The dash will come out, but based off of this pick and Cyclone's presence, the push now coming in. H has reasserted himself. He knows none of these players are B-long, and now the Euro's coming in to clear the rest of the space. However, his teammates have been clearing it out for him. Going deep into the spawn. Shadow, the Waylay will be spotted, but this B main is not cleared. Claps getting the better of both Shadow and Slow, but H can only find one as he is immediately traded out. And Igneous with that Odin spamming his position will be noted. Now these players are fiending for him, trying to spam find anything, but again does find Claps, but Cyclone with the 3k again. Huge round as you had mentioned.
Yeah, Cyclone absolutely just opens up that round for them with that pick and mid. It's kind of just everything into having that defense fall apart, but good macro on the side of Tequila Sunrise to hold on to all their ults. They're looking at maybe all 5 this round. I mean, they're probably not going to use them this round because it's an eco, but they're in a good position to try to close out the map. They just have to try to mitigate any potential.
Look at this early mid aggression here. We have 2 towards our 1 and B link, and these players are coming towards it. Slow baiting here for Claps. The Bucky will find a kill, but Claps again just lining all 3 players is technically on for the ace. Radical will find Igneous, however, just you know, a play coming out here, trying to find something, surprising the players, but Claps with the 4th kill. Clean round here from Wingman Warriors, and what was an eco attempt from Tequila Sunrise just completely failing.
Yeah, they're trying to get aggro on all these anti-ecos, or on all their ecos, and it's a bit predictable. They're being able to kind of be found out, but I mean, it's an eco, so they're just going to try to make a play where they can rather than let them be executed on. So it all builds up to this round, and they all are on light shields.
5 ults. Yeah,
5
that's actually true. Light shields, rifles coming out. The phantom head tap is real. The op coming out as well. Skyflash will find some people in Claps. Easily spotted out. The Waylay dash back in the halls. The Clovo coming out immediately will be used as a drone per se. All these players backing up, making sure this Clove can only find the info space and not survive. The site, however, is free based off of this. 4 of these players on the side to keep the Sunrise now are coming through CT, but Epsilon popping the Seekers will spot out Sky immediately and will find the better kill. These ults are being used for this retake, and they will be successful. Radical killing the Phoenix ult, and Cyclone camping the body. The numbers are in favor of the attackers here, and there's only 1 defender left. And now there are none. K-Spars with an incredible 2k. I mean, let me check the tab here. Oh my goodness. All 5 ults were used for Tequila Sunrise, and they did not win that round.
That is devastating. They lost the 5v4 there, and it was actually off of a really good combo of K-Spars using the Fade ult and Cyclone, who had been slow to lurk all the way through the A site during all of that, is able to just knife out run all the way right behind them when they can't hear because of the Fade ult, and get some really important flake kills to really box them in. But they're able to buy again because of those light shields that they bought last round.
This is a buy round, and I know it's too late, but I would love if they could take a timeout here. Skyflash will not see anything. A Cyclone now pushing up this B main angle. Bit of a deflot here. 2 art, 2A main. The Fade Dog will catch nothing, but these players are closer in art than you think. And they are now being careful, waiting for over-aggression. That will not be found. The op now spotted on the side of Cyclone. He tagged Slow. Slow was down HP. I believe it might have been a wallbang or something. We'll get healed up. Just a bit.
Yeah,
but there are 3 players towards B. Claps getting tagged. Getting that B link aggression, but oh my goodness. Sky's position. Just walked through a connector. These players are completely unaware, and Sky now has to commit. Igneous will be spotted out! That Phantom Spray was a little bit iffy, but it is found. Sky now. They have to be where to start. The A-pop will be coming out.
30 seconds.
slow,
left.
trying to find the trade. However, Clap's getting the kill. That Phoenix flash is just not enough, as the crosshair placement is good, and that Phoenix, or that Phantom Spray is good as well. 5v2. Shadow trying to do everything, nothing, but Claps has picked up that own. That is a flawless round. I wouldn't want to say a caster curse here, but I unfortunately am going to say the comeback may be real.
It's definitely real. I mean, we did mention that their no Senti comp was way better on attack, and it's kind of being proven here. Sky takes a crazy timing to go all the way into their spawn, because there's going to be holes in this defense without a Sentinel being able to hold some of that space, and there's been just some solo plays on the side of Wingman Warriors to be able to really exploit that.
Tequila, Sunrise, Sound, and Eco. I also do want to note too, I forget how many rounds ago I said it, but has really slowed down, allowing Claps to catch up with 26 kills. And now, the Eco round, Epsilon, taking this rat angle. All 5 of Wingman Warriors, B main, the pop, coming in fast. The Fatal! The Fatal will clear! And Claps will be killed, the raid boss of this team. But again, it is still even 4v4. The plant is good. And all of these players towards Link, there are none towards mid. H is re-clear of it, will find nothing. And all these players now are stuck in the same spot. Shadow coming with the dash, but Sky getting the better angle off. Now, coming out, Phoenix Molly getting him off the angle, but K-Spars will get diffed. But the trades are coming in, and it's again all of H, who is now playing exits with this Bucky, Cyclone, with the operator, and H trying to find anything, but can't find nothing. This is the quintessential round, folks. Buys for both teams on match point. Will we get to overtime?
A big Fatal as really the
out of charges.
It is just the most impactful thing that they have on this attacking side. It's the only high impact ult available in this round. Can they use this to force this overtime? It's been a crazy half for them, and this is really just the last ditch effort for Tequila Sunrise to stop this momentum in regulation.
I'm sad that they haven't taken any time on Sky here, taking early position. Like, Shadow will get that kill. Finally, a man advances for Tequila Sunrise. A bit of a misplay there and overplaced confidence. Wingman Warriors are now finally on the back foot.
Look at the hole, though, on B site.
I mean, there's not a lot of aggression here, but that smoke cutting off a lot of sightlines. Cyclone inching up with the op. H is alone. These angles have been cleared, but... And the Sky Dog now re-clearing mid-link. Or B-link, I should say. I mean, Tequila Sunrise finally have map control for themselves. A being jiggled. The spike towards the B site, but looking towards this mid, they are really afraid. Wingman Warriors are really afraid of this over-aggression, but Tequila Sunrise are being disciplined, knowing that it has cost them multiple rounds. Claps now. Trying to lurk up A, finding a pig. Igneous is jiggling it, so I hope nothing will be found. The shot's coming out. Some fake aggression here will pull multiple rotates, but the Euro ult and footsteps will be noted by H, and so will the plant. These players coming in, H finding that kill on a Cyclone and K-Spars. It's a 5v2. Wingman Warriors have to do everything to stay in this round. They may have come back this far, but they have been on the brink of defeat from the moment it's happened. Spam coming in, and H will find both kills. Finally, Tequila Sunrise getting that map win after what was, in retrospect, a fake comeback.
He comes back. The great revival of H on that last round. Getting just the most important kills that he needed to hold off that push.
I got this. No, I don't. My computer's so I'm gonna try and get it. Alright, someone else has to get it, bro. Oh! Just in Cyclone with some shit talk in the party chat saying how y'all lose a 5-volt retake. And H says slow calmed, 1 streets, you were CT. Cyclone says LMAO. Everyone in the party is in good spirits.
I am not in good spirits at all.
I personally have to use the bathroom, so you two should desk it up and talk about that.
We can finally
that was insane.
I was about
to lose my fucking mind. They were just throwing on defense that entire time, and all their mistakes, it made me almost pull up my fucking hair at that point. I'm just like, what I'm seeing on attack is fantastic. I loved everything that they had in their comp for the attack, because they actually understood what they needed to do on attack. But then it just seemed like they don't know how to play defense at all, and it just resulted in what we saw happen. It just felt like fundamentals were completely misunderstood. You somehow misconjuring a 5-ult round where you should arguably have advantage. I just lost my marbles having to watch the lack of fundamental Valorant going on in the defensive half. It's like night and day there. I wish they took a timeout at some point, frankly. I'm just glad they got it over, but I wish, like, I understand H's frustration now. I understand it now, because that should have been night and day, clear and cut.
Well,
I can highlight however many rounds, but it's so,
It was a lot. I really thought they understood it really well after the pistol round, because the pistol was the best round they played on defense, where they just got super aggro and fast.
I went to the bathroom during that round, so I don't actually know what happened.
Oh. Well,
I actually don't. My bad. The one round that I needed to see. No, I keep thinking of all these other things where they just fundamentally kind of screwed up, really. But it's just, I mean, you can highlight that pistol, honestly. Better than what I can do.
Yeah, I want to fill you in on that, because it was actually really nice. They don't let them kind of like default or anything. They play really aggro, and the moment that they hit the B site, you have like 4 of the Tequila Sunrise players just absolutely sending it at them and fighting them, because they were really getting worked by the default later on. But I think if they committed to playing a more retake style than trying to hold on to sites and just letting their more attack-oriented comp just go crazy on a retake attack rather than just trying to hold defensively, could have given them a lot more rounds on defense.
The thing I feel like, though, with that, it's, I mean, I completely agree with you on the fact that maybe there was a chance for them to actually, like, do more group retakes. But I noticed that there were, like, a few chances where they did have that, and the problem is they just weren't using their fundamental utility. It's like they forgot that, oh, you can use that stuff on defense to do a retake. That was the issue that I really ended up happening there. It's just like, they didn't get it. They didn't even get an ounce of that understanding whatsoever, and it took a hero round from H for them to get it over. That was really just the issue that I had there, and I'm just like I feel you. It's just, I don't know what happened. It was just after losing the I want to say actually losing that 3rd round on their defense is what happened. Like, everything kind of just fell apart there.
I've returned.
Welcome back. You missed me completely losing my mind. I was basically just a H insert, so that's all you need to know.
H insert? How did you feel? Obviously, I feel like my feelings were definitely hurt during that map. What about yours, Val? I'm curious about yours, Pavel, as well.
So to fill you in with what we were going on about, or at least what I was really impressed with understanding their comp on attack, because it actually felt like they understood the mission there. But then once they flipped on to the defensive side, once it was like 3rd round defense, they just completely forgot how to play fundamental Valorant, and it was just it was making me pull my fucking hair out. Like, it took a hero round to bring it over the edge, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, I understand what it's like to be H now, because that was frustrating to spectate.
I think honestly, oh, sorry, you go.
Okay, honestly, we were kind of highlighting it all from Tequila Sunrise's perspective, because it was kind of their map to lose, which they didn't, but it was actually really good pickup from Wingman Warriors to really exploit their defensive mistakes and really keep it on for every gun round. They just straight up brawled and really made some good individual plays and team fighting plays that let them get that many rounds on attack, but it sadly just didn't pan out for them in the end.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of people that would just think that each team, like on attack, just won like their brawls, won their fights out, just shot better and that sort of thing. Where it's just like, no, I feel like the difference really just came down to like their comp in the attack, which allowed them to buy all that time, whereas the brawling really was with Wingman Warriors. I just feel like just having all that contact and all the flashes, just making sure that you're not giving everybody a fair fight on Wingman. That's kind of what it felt like. They understood it and they knew how to kind of go about that. Yeah, there are obviously some mistakes you could have there that you could rectify, but it felt like they were well drilled on their attack. That's my approach, at least.
The executor looked really nice.
Yes.
And now it's going to come over to Corrode. So I kind of want to talk about Corrode. I wonder if Tequila Center is going to play something similar, but it'd be really weird to play double duelist, double inish on Corrode because of how defaulty it can be and how important it is. But I'm really curious to see.
Yeah, like it would make you want to think like they would want to try something similar to this, but I think that's kind of difficult, really. Like for example, even if they wanted to say copy the MIBR comp, I don't think that would really work out for them. I think the one thing that I want to highlight really out of the comp beyond everything they did, at least with Pearl, is that at least when they looked drilled and knew what was going on, they felt comfortable. Because this is frankly the first time that I've seen Slow be so comfortable. Yeah, he was kind of messing up his flashes, but he felt confident. He felt comfortable. And I want all 5 of these players on TS to feel comfortable. Even if they don't feel comfortable, I feel like there's just no chance for them to come back at all. Like, if you want all of them to be on the same page, all 5, regardless of if they're listening or not, it's just they need to feel comfortable in the server. And if they're not feeling comfortable with the server, with their comp, then it's kind of a foregone conclusion. So that's why I'm hoping that they play to their strengths here. Whatever they may be.
And honestly, Wingman, they're a team that always does that. The comp they ran yesterday against us, we might see again. I mean, it's just basically their bread and butter. I think it's the exact comp they just played. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure if it was
difference of
that
Sky
one.
on Neon instead of Jet. But they're going to have the Yori, they're going to have the Fade, they're going to have claps on... I almost said Lore.
Clove.
What is Clove?
Yeah, we're going to have claps on Lore. That's crazy.
Renee is banned. Just as a side note, Tanyaku, my Gold Gossip co-host, has called me Clove in the past. So it's really funny that you misconstrue Clove as me, and I also take that as a very affirming comment.
Shout out Tanyaku. Nice. I love that boy so much. Mwah.
Ooh, wait,
and they're highlighting the Wingman again. Why?
I'm actually really curious if they go for this.
I mean, Iggy interlocked the Silva, which at least makes sense though. Everything else.
Whoa.
Cage with the veto! Okay. I know he's been feeling comfortable at least on the veto, so I'm curious how this kind of works out.
Wait, pause.
Oh.
Is this the first veto in PCMT?
No, he played it in our first match.
Yeah, he's played it before. Crowd, it feels different actually.
And I don't care at all.
But they are pretty much playing... Well, it's not even the MIBR comp because they don't have the Viper, but they're playing double scan.
Oh no.
And still Shadow on the Waylay. And then, yeah,
I mean...
the same comp from yesterday for...
Okay, I was curious if they're going to switch it up.
Claps being on this Clove is standard, but just again, as the resident Clove / Astra main, I play Astra on this map. Clove's global reach sucks balls, so I'm not a fan.
Yep. That's really what you kind of want to aim to be exploiting when you're facing against Wingman Warriors. I
think you should be looking for a lot of the site hits, really, or at least like the Clove being like in the main extremities. I would be shocked if they go mid unless they just brawl it out, pretty much. That's what I'm going to be looking forward towards, or at least seeing if they go for that. But otherwise, we'll see what happens.
Alright, let me make sure that I'm following the right person. There we go.
Yep.
Don't want to make a mistake like I have in the past, where I was not following the observer, and then I was mad because I was stuck on one person.
Oh no. But I'm excited for this. So, Tequila Sunrise, first time ever on Corrode, and Wingman Warriors looking for revenge from yesterday.
Fade Eye coming in through mid. However, this A lurk here, a 1-3-1 split. Sky peeking out wide, trying to find any kills. Will get out. That neon speed helping. No kills found yet. Everyone here is poking and prodding. Claps now taking a more aggressive position. Shadow. Damage will be done. Cyclone finally finding the first opening pick, but Epsilon will get a kill onto Sky, a completely unrelated area of the map, making these numbers even. Some damage has been done across the board, but nothing too substantial yet. Shadow now pushing up again, and Claps getting the better of that kill. An A main fight here, finding nothing. A fade dog to get Claps out of position. They know about this player A main, and Claps now trying to find something, anything in a 1-and-done position, getting pushed from A link. Radical trying to defend the player, and now Hage pushing out. They are trying to crunch Claps here.
30 seconds left.
The crunch will be found after some... Wow, that is actually some insane duels there going in favor of Tequila Sunrise. They knew Claps was in that area, crunching him, and they were able to succeed after much delay. Cyclone now will be noted in a 1v3, trying to salvage this round. Right-clicking through the smoke, trying to find any damage. Just a tad on slow. The smoke after death now coming in too. Just gives these Tequila Sunrise players more space to play with. And a stray deagle shot will find that kill on the Cyclone. That could have been disastrous for Tequila Sunrise, but they were able to win those duels.
Yeah, it really could have. That late round team fight was everything. Epsilon did amazing to get all 3 of those kills that just secure that A site for them. So pistol round gotten. We'll see if they can snowball this attack side in a similar fashion to the last map.
Anchor set.
And we see an outlaw on the side of the Omen that can just punish all 5 of the defensive players.
Ooh. Claps here is pulling out this Marshall. Will get smoked off this mid angle. We have 4 players coming towards mid here while the Spike is watching B. Spike now will be dropped. I believe that will not be noted. Sky, the head will be spotted, and now these players want to crunch in on him. The neon wall is not good enough, not blocking anything, and Shadow just rushing in, no fear, getting both of the duelists on the side of Wingman Warriors, and now the pace slowed down again. They don't want to give any unnecessary kills. B main now being explored. Cyclone is still in this left corner. Maybe can find one, or maybe none at all. The classic is out. And this spike and this hit is coming towards the B site. As Claps rotates over towards A, it is all up to Cyclone to find at least one kill to salvage anything. Sova Dart primed and ready. Shot now. It is on the site. Will not be scanned. Cyclone gets out with the TP and will not be traded. Able to get out with his life. However, elbow pressure now being pushed. Claps is up on this site. The right click is good again. And Claps defending Cyclone. The numbers are in favor. Tag with the Marshall will be found. And it is all up left to Slow ready. A disastrous turn of events. And Slow finding K-Spars, but can't do anything against that recovered Phantom. That is a thrifty round for Wingman Warriors.
That is absolutely vile on the side of Claps and Cyclone. Look at them.
Yeah. They were, I believe they were the only ones who got kills that round. But Cyclone getting out with that right click kill, and I believe getting Shadow.
Cyclone didn't even have any chamber bullets in his pocket for that entire thing. He gets a right click kill, gets out, backs up to the CT side of B, where he's actually doubled up with Claps, and they just punish the over-aggressive players trying to capitalize, and the lone Marshall is able to take out a couple key targets as well, and oof, the second thrifty so far on the second round, falling the way of Men Warriors. That ranker's grind.
The Phantom and Outlaw will be recovered, and the rest of Wingman Warriors are now going in with what would be a traditional heavy buy into this quote-unquote bonus round. Tequila Sunrise slowly exploring mid. They have the entirety of the site to their content. Claps will spot out multiple players, with the re-smoke coming in. Claps getting a spam kill onto Igneous. The Fade Dog coming in on K-Spars. A medal now gets purchased onto H, who is not overpeaking. And K-Spars now, with the Phantom Spray, will find two and is now backing out with that knife. And it is all left to Slow Ready, but within that stun, it is a flawless bonus round. No rifles lost for Wingman Warriors.
Yep, just a good containment. And what I'm actually interested in is, will Cyclone's Outlaw on this gun round get any value? And I see two people with not full shields, and that's going to be H and Epsilon. So some potential targets here, but they are grouped up towards the A side, where they're going to run into the Yoru Fade if they go fast, but I'm going to guess it's a bit more mid-pressure, a bit more defaulty,
Igneous also,
trying to rest it.
Igneous buying this Odin again. I think he's just been playing Odin a lot more too as a player. I mean, obviously he's playing Sova this time around. He was playing Fate before. The spam coming in from Radical, finding that opening kill in a slow, but that TP out in the open was just too greedy, as the trade will be coming in. Now,
really important trade.
Rounds. Yeah. I mean, that was huge for Tequila Sunrise. If Radical didn't TP out in the open like that, they could have had a numbers advantage. And now, H again opening up this round, finding the kill, but K-Spars will find Epsilon, who is out Fade Dogging. Cyclone doesn't get the tag onto Shadow. The numbers are even. Put Claps. Look at Claps here. Yeah, Claps in A main here, finding all the information. K-Spars trying to hold it, but H with 3 kills will now pop the evolution, being immune to. Actually, now that I think about it, that's a pretty bad ultimate here, as the only benefit will be the regen, and the only thing he can be immune to is the chamber trip. The kill will be found though, as Cyclone is out with the util, and H now on the ace, trying to find something. Of course, it will be stolen by Shadow, but in a fair and justified way. But that is a very good round, but again, I do want to note, I really dislike that Veto ult, as it was not very heads up, as the only players alive, the Clove and the Chamber. There are only 2 abilities that can affect Veto in his ultimate. So,
yeah, it was definitely
a chamber trip in the middle.
Spur of the moment confidence ult, but he earned it a little bit because he really led his team to victory, getting that trade kill, walking up the mid, and killing that player, walking up A link, killing that player, and just opening up the round almost entirely off the back of his duels.
An aggressive op angle here from Cyclone. The dart will be broken. The op shot goes astray. I mean, that was extremely close to Shadow's body, but it was unfortunately not found. And a lucky break there for the side of Tequila Sunrise. Cyclone now playing still an aggressive op angle here, but Tequila Sunrise have barely any map control. This round would go in favor. Jinx spotting out Epsilon. H finding an early kill on the Radical that lurk on A main. K-Spars finding Shadow, however, and Claps will not use the Cloval. Gets spammed out by that Odin. Not in a good position to use the ultimate ability. H is on low HP, but I mean, they have a man advantage, and they are regrouping towards this B site that has no players left in it. These footsteps should be noted by the Neon, who is now coming back. The rotates are coming through B, but they're just a little too late. Sky finding an opening pick, actually gets the spike down. A bit of delay here, but slow. Oh god, that Neon wall is actually the slimmest I've ever seen in my life. And that is not an over-exaggeration. Slow finding that kill and TPing out. The man advantage shotgun and Cyclone looking towards heaven. Will die to Epsilon, and Opshot will get got off. K-Spars killing H. It's a 2v1 with the Fatal in hand. These players are not defending each other. And with mostly full util, this could be a round. But the drop down is just spotted out. And it is unfortunately played. That is a round win for Tequila Sunrise.
Yep, good conversion. And like it was said in the pregame, that mid control is really going the way of TS on these gun rounds. They do a really good job, and it's actually the kill that Igneous got was very important to take down Collapse through the wall off the back of the spam off of his kill, because it really seems like Wingman Warriors' best mid control is Collapse sitting with a Phantom holding it down rather than any utility.
Early A aggression here, fight! Oh my goodness. Shadow was completely lost when he gets that kill, however Collapse will get the trade. And is still on the steep angle. But Neon Wall will get him out of this position, the numbers are even. Radical in chat saying WTF. And Shadow saying, I don't know how I got that, TBH. Claps now will get killed by H, and the Koval will come out. Will find Slow Ready, who was trying to rotate away, but just not in time. The pick-me-up popped immediately. Will not find any value as these players on Tequila Sunrise are now rushing towards B, a relatively open site. Igneous on 1 HP, and now upper control being taken. The Fatal for this retake. Epsilon is deep, but Claps is rushing this site. H getting the kill on the case bars, tucking this corner, but he is getting pinched. Will get the kill on the Collapse, and both these players are now playing. The headshot will be found. It is up to Epsilon. Both these players are low HP, and the clutch will be true. Epsilon taking advantage of that damage that H so generously gave. That was a extremely chaotic round, but it went in the favor of TS.
Very, very sketchy. They did really good to close it out. I thought maybe the H wouldn't know that his trip got broken because he had been Fade Prowlered or ulted. But really good way to clinch it up. That little dink that he got helped him get that collat for the clutch. So really good work by Epsilon to close it out. And there was a full running blind bad shot from Shadow that they go for again.
Early A main aggression again. The paranoia, however, will stop this push, in the Fade sees as well. However, there are 3 players waiting in the smoke. The flash now coming out. Epsilon fully flashed. The kills are in favor of Wingman Warriors. Igneous will find an own spam onto Sky, but they're not these players on Tequila Sunrise. Oh my goodness. H had an attack off, and he killed Case Bars with it. The round now slowing down. The numbers are even. Oh my goodness. Look at this position from Claps. Extremely aggressive, clearing the A main space. Will be spotted by H, who now pops the evolution again. Not much util he can be affected by, but I suppose it's for that regen / ego factor. The spike plant now coming down. Igneous and Shadow, both with their Silva and Waylay ults. Numbers disadvantage. The drone now coming out, spawning out one player, not both. The saturate will hit true, and so shall the scan and the paper thin walls of A site corrode coming into play. It's all up to Cyclone and H, who is feeling himself jump peeking and getting that headshot kill, and the op as well will be recovered. What an incredible round.
They did really good to get control of that round again. The A fights kind of went the way of Wingman Warriors. There was an initial fight, both teams backed off, and both teams wanted to kind of disrespect that and take that fight again, which goes the way of Wingman, but the lurking mid to get the kill and then taking of A main once again. They had the 3rd time over to take A main, and it worked out to really give them back those numbers.
An eco round here on the side of Wingman Warriors. I'm sorry. Claps with the hero rifle. Mid control aggressive will be taken as Claps and Sky have now set up a crossfire. Footsteps will be noted. This Yoru clone giving off some false information. Spike is towards this B site. There are multiple players towards over. Igneous, oh my goodness. Wait! What? Cyclone killed H? And TP'd out with the chamber ult? That is a huge opening pick. The Whaley ult now coming in. The Yoru TP was true, but it just wasn't far enough and it must have been newly sent. Sky, however, will kill Epsilon. And 2 of these players now are flanking. K-Spar's whiffing completely, will not find slow. And now, the Neon Slide coming in, the numbers are even. However, both of these Tequila Sunrise players are stuck in elbow. And Slow will be able to successfully ult out, and he canceled it. The spike was tapped, he had to do something, and that is a thrifty for Wingman Warriors. I mean, that was an extremely chaotic round.
Truly was, and that's... Wingman Warriors have 3 rounds, and 2 of them are thrifties. And I guess the ultimate from Cyclone kind of helps with that. Because their other one was on a second round where he wouldn't have access to that, but they just get punished on their lurky plays and everything just kind of falls apart. It's not really what you want to see, but I mean, you can just see the mechanics of Wingman Warriors can really just steal away any round if you're not fully diligent.
Heavy the main control being taken here. Igneous is stuck in this left corner. Claps breaking the trip is aware of it and will find that early kill. And now these players of Tequila Sunrise backing off immediately. I mean, that's just a clean kill. Killing only one of their scan initiators, however. But I mean, this is great from Wingman Warriors. Finding that aggressive early kill and then not re-aggressing where they don't have the info. Playing disciplined.
Here.
Everything comes to a crawl. Walking up A main here. There is a chamber trip. It will be heard. It will be noted. Claps now rotating towards the A site as the spike is coming in. Fade Dog to clear out. Oh, excuse me. Chamber trip will be broken. Clove smoke now to stop the push from the players. Epsilon with the guy out. The Omen Paranoia coming in as well to get Claps off this angle. Cyclone has the chamber TP, will kill Shadow. Doesn't get out. Oh my goodness, that is a nasty headhunter shot. And now H finds the kill. And with this op out, has to kill Radical, will find that kill. But he is now the only one left alive. TP's out, and now we'll save this operator. Another round win for Wingman Warriors.
It's not quite enough to close out the round, but I think the strength from the Wingman Warriors is really on these early round fights. That's where they're getting the most value. That and Cyclone just being able to completely hold his ground. He's in the middle of A site. He already uses TP. He's out in the open and just hits the op shot on the first one and headshots the second one to completely kill that push. So we're out here at 4-5, and either team could come away with this half in a winning position. So
looks like we're gonna have another B main fight here. These 3 players, the Neon, Clove, and Yoru pushing. However, this B main space will be taken. Igneous finding a little bit of Odin spam, and what I believe is somewhat of a hero Odin. The op was saved in the previous round, but these 3 players from Wingman Warriors holding the space. Waiting for any over-aggression. The spam will be good. Sky finding Shadow. Claps is extremely low on health, but they are none the wiser of it. And the spike now coming towards like, oh my goodness. This lurk from H with the operator, no less. Coming in, Cyclone, getting the opening kill on a slow, but the other op will find purchase onto Sky. The hit now coming towards the A site. Players trapped on the site. K-Spars gets shocked, but the headshot from Epsilon is even better. Cyclone minus 300 for those 3 headhunter bullets, and Jinx now finally finding that overhill will kill Igneous, and Paige is left all 30 alone.
seconds left.
I'll handle
The
this.
Euro too, massive respect being shown here, but the full information and oh my goodness. They saved both of these ops. They took both of those ops.
They can use them, especially on this map with 2 TP agents. But yeah, Wingman have really found that those early fights are really working for them, and they are committed. They do yet another one deep B main, and just because all these rounds are getting pretty close, and that early round pick that they're getting at the start of these rounds is really making a difference. That, and you see a bit more site holding from Collapse and Cyclone, that's really keeping them in this half.
Ooh, this A main fight here, Cyclone on a deep angle with this chamber trip. Fade Dog now to clear him out. I believe he gets hit by it. Forced off the angle with the TP. This is a rush into the A site. The Fade ult's in the hands. And now coming out, Hate entry getting the better of K-Spars. And Shadow as well coming through a link. All 4 of these Wingman Warriors are stuck in CT. The evolution coming out unaffected by the stun, which Sky is completely unaware of. Cyclone, however, getting the spike carrier down. Trades are coming out. Oh no, that is an unfortunate global from Collapse, who was completely trapped in. Trust me, I know the feeling.
Spike planted.
It's all left to Cyclone with this operator. I mean, first off, the Veto ult with massive impact there, not getting stunned with the Neon ult from Sky, and Sky completely unaware that H could be pushed up, getting that kill. And now, Cyclone just trying to find some exit frags, but I believe this op will be saved.
Yeah, as long as they don't overstep, should be fine. Little jump spot.
Cyclone's going for it. Well, as much as he can anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
The money is good on the side of Wingman Warriors, so they can always rebuy the op, but, you know.
This is another great round by H. I mean, he's being the entry for them. I mean, they have really good supportive util with the double initiator, just like you saw in Pearl. They send the Fade ult, they send a drone, and H is just the first one in there before he even has the Veto ult. Their duelist was up on mid, and he makes it work. He gets those opening picks, pops the ult, and gets all that value, of course, as you mentioned. So it's really looking good.
Igneous coming in with his own spam, a 2-1-2 split here for Wingman Warriors. Paranoia early coming in. Will only find the Yoru clone. This B main fight is aggressive and not being fully taken. Util is being baited out here. Nothing much yet. It's truly a battle for space right now as Collapse is ahead of his own clove smoke. The drone coming in will go into the smoke and will find Collapse. The tag coming in as well, but the positions were not enough forward as Radical gets that kill on to Shadow, who was looking for the easy pick onto the tagged player. Now then. Ooh, Sky's position could go huge here, but the corners are cleared. Numbers now even. K-Spars alone. The Odin reload will be heard, but the Fade Dog to defend the player cannot hold up to the strength of that Odin. The hit now coming in. Cyclone all alone on the A site. As both of his teammates now. Ooh, but he does get the kill onto Hage. All these players are now trapped in the spawn slow, trying to get an early pick, but it is not found. And wow, that is some over-aggression from Tequila Sunrise, trying to make a play and get a better man advantage, and it ends up biting them in the butt.
Yeah, they're a bit frantic when they get pressured like that, really close to when they try to plant. I think they really kind of want to get set up, but Wingman Warriors just not giving them that time and just going on the offensive. Even after some pretty decent util and shooting from Igneous on that round to clear out on that B-side smoke, the Clove. But we're going to see here on this side switch how these teams want to play on the other side now. We're probably going to see a really quick push B on the side of Wing. So can H, who is tasked with completely doing this on his own, although he does have the TP to go back, similar to a chamber setup. So let's see how he does.
Revealing area.
I mean, this double scan on defense too is really good against this aggressive comp. However, an early B hit coming in, H will teleport out. Shadow trying to find an early kill, will not find it. No classic bullets hitting against that close range frenzy. The hits are fast. Sky Dogs traded. Claps coming in for an early trade as well. Will find it. Radical catches slow out with that reload. Epsilon now in a one and done position. And I mean, it's just that fast-paced, aggressive, might I say, ranked style of play from Wingman Warriors coming in.
Yeah. And TS just don't really know exactly how to counter that, at least on the pistol. Because you have H TPing out, and after he TPs out, I believe Shadow tries to push in to stop the push, but goes down in the 1v5, and then H repeaks, and then it's a 3v5 that's just really hard for the rest of the defenders to win. But we're going to see a hero judge on round 2. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. Well, that hero judge did literal dog shit, as H is immediately killed, and the judge is picked up by Sky, who finds Epsilon, who is on low HP in that long-range judge kill. I mean, it's brutal. So, we'll find Cyclone immediately traded out by Plat. And Sky now, I mean, that judge just really helped out, Wingman Warriors there, as H found no value and Sky found a 4K.
Yeah, it's a real feast or famine gun, and you saw both sides of it there in the same round. I just don't think they expected them to be that quick, which honestly is kind of fair with the Neon. They can scale up B main and A main way faster than you would be used to on any other duelist running at you, so these timings that you want to take as a veto are a bit harder when they're running you down.
So the dart immediately broken here. Igneous again with that Odin, picking it up. Shot coming in for what I believe is 0 damage.
This way.
Igneous will find an Odin blind spray on the Sky, who tried to find an angle with that neon wall. The Paranoia coming in to defend Igneous slow, finding a kill on the Radical. A man advantage found in the spy round for Tequila Sunrise. Okay, Spars with the spike. Yeah, he's backing up now. But these two players are inserted in the elbow.
Last player standing.
Oh my goodness, but Igneous with the Odin spray. It is too true and is too good. That's a flawless spy round. And that's pretty damn good.
Flawless buy round, and pretty flawless A-side defense by Igneous and Slow. And one thing I noticed is Igneous shoots a dart off rip, off barrier drop, and the moment it breaks, all 5 members of TS start to rotate over to A, and honestly that's pretty valid. They tend to just 5-man sight hit a lot of the time, and you could get value by quote-unquote over-rotating if they don't go back, but the
retrograde rolling in his faulty PC's grave as he is waiting for a new one. Silvadar immediately broken a bit deeper this time to try and find info. However, these players are now not 5-man deathballing. There are 3. This A hit will come in fast. Slow, isolated, will TP out, will not be crunched by these players. As this hit is coming in fast, the own reload coming in too. This is a much better A hit. Radical's arm will be spotted out, but H not finding that kill, and Sky will find Igneous as well. Slowly finds one, is immediately traded out, and Epsilon trying to trade out his fallen comrade will not find anything. That was a much better A hit. Shadow will find 1 kill, but can't find the round win. I love that a lot more because it's just like,
Me too.
instead of 5-man death falling the A main, they actually took the mid control, rooted slow out of that mid radish position, and they took these.
Yep, I agree. They didn't need to stop doing their really fast, good hits. They just had to do it a little bit better than just 5-man down B main. So that worked really just wonders for them. And we're going to see if they keep that kind of split idea on these rounds, which it looks like they are.
Well, early A main aggression here. Spike going through A main. Pushing slow off that angle. The paranoia, however, coming in will stop this push just a little bit, but Radical finding Igneous that own spray is not good enough. Sky finding H again. Slow now will get out with his life, barely any spam damage taken, and Sky over aggressive will find 1, but it is a 3v2. However, oh my goodness, Claps has an Odin and the Clobolt. Not dead yet will truly come into play here unless he can just find both. The Waylay ult coming in and this double hold is just too powerful. The Saturate getting him off the angle, but both players are so low against his own is just too much, and Slow now backing up. It is a save for Slow Ready.
I kind of want to highlight Sky here because they actually got stopped by a great paranoia by Slow, but Sky just instantly throws up the neon wall that protects them from being swung and capitalized on, and really saves their push, and they're able to just do that execute once that paranoia fades, and they're able just to frag out after they have all the space and the neon slide. So really good patience and reactive neutral there by the neon. And speaking of, the neon does have the ult, so we're going to see if they try to lean into something fast. They have the guns against an anti-eco, so we might just see another death ball down B and hope that the guns win out. And fighting another shotgun
also
purchase.
Saved this Odin as well. I'm very curious to see how he uses it.
Interesting, yeah.
My teammate, Assassin Kai, has unfortunately made the Odin a quite popular weapon in this tournament, as his playstyle has been studied.
Who's next?
B hit coming in. Your role will be used. Spots out H, who was only seen with the classic, but oh my goodness. Radical looking into a wall for wow. The shot, good. I believe that Vito trip got Claps to low HP, but I mean the trades are just better. Claps not dead yet, as it is a 4v3 in favor of the attacker Cyclone now. A really heads up position forward. I mean, that's just wraps.
Epsilon and Igneous did pretty good to get some opening picks out, but eventually the guns just won out after they fully scaled onto the site.
They did get 2 kills, but I mean, the global making the 4v2 really, you know, it's hard.
Exactly, and we're seeing another judge on the side of H, but they look like they're not going to go to their site, so I guess not the biggest impact, but a very mixed buy coming out from TS, and we'll see if they can kind of scrap by these rounds as the game is slipping further and further away into the hands of Wingman.
Another ace split here. 3-2. Epsilon with the rifle trying to find something. Getting spammed. The gun barrel will be noted. Still noted again. Epsilon is somehow alive, but not for long. Sky finally finding that kill. Epsilon absurd for like alive for an absurd amount of time. The Waylay coming out, but even with the saturate and slow hinder effect,
Player standing.
Shadow is 1 HP and cannot stand up to end. It is now left all up to H with
Spike
an
planted.
upgraded Vandal, which will be noted. The spam now coming in, so will the Clove Smoke. H does find Cyclone and will be scurrying away to save this gun. However, knowing the Wingman Warriors, they're gonna hunt for this kill bad.
Yep, and you see yet another A split, and honestly, why not when you get mid for this easily? Even when they have some good defensive util like that waylay ult to stop them in link, they can't capitalize on it because they're just surrounded from main and link, and there's really no way for them to go. And the Odin is getting a lot of value. They're just getting util dumped. It's really hard to hold a site under the conditions of being surrounded. So we'll see if I really hope Tequila can put some extra pressure into mid in these last couple of rounds.
This is match point, however. They have 5. I mean, Wingman Warriors have 5 chances to win this game. They also have 5 chances to give it to Tequila, but the pressure is on now, as a map 3 seems inevitable.
It's looking like it. I mean, you're seeing Sky be able to step up on this map a lot to really keep up with the rest of their team and just full entry on these big splits.
Ooh, hate finding that opening pick onto the quote-unquote raid boss, the evolution now. Coming out. Great discipline here too. H, however, going in for the repeat, sitting in the smoke.
It's open.
Yeah, Cyclone has walked up this B main. Slow was the only person to try and stop it. Now with the smoke coming out, the only person ready to defend. However, Sky is pushing this fast. The paranoia is just not enough if you're completely stunned. And oh my goodness, Shadow wasn't ready for Cyclone's position. Igneous getting a kill on a Radical.
Enemy remaining.
Making sure that they are not going quietly into that sweet night. Oh wow. H trying to show some, some flair. Gets punished immediately, as you said. And honestly, deserved.
Deserved. Pretty good supporting util from Igneous and supportive Odin bullets to really help them lock down the site after they give away that free site, and Slow gets caught out by, once again, Sky doing really good work on going really fast onto that B link pressure to just not let them set up these paranoias and do what they want on the retake. So some good stuff, but I like what Tequila are doing. They're mixing it up, and I mean that first blood in A main by H was really important as well. Just giving them that advantage early, just like Wing were doing on their defensive map.
Uh-oh. A 5-man death ball. Sky has a judge in hand. Smoke coming out, however. This is going to be a fast hit, the fatal, and immediate retaliation, but Sky will find Shadow. Judge still in hand. The gun upgrade is good. Slow, I believe, TP'd with an Omen ult there, but K-Sports with the trade. H with a trade off to Sky. Numbers not in favor, and Epsilon swings out the wrong way, giving that kill to Radical. The counter fatal now to stop the push. H will find another player, looks toward his TP, but he is completely out of range. It is all left to Igneous, who does find Cyclone, but left it up. That is a kill from Claps and a win for Wingman Warriors.
Pretty decisive there on second half. I believe it was 6-6 at the half, and so they go up 7-2 to close it out. Really good stuff, and I mean those ecos that they're getting are really helping them out off the back of some great individual play. And Sky doing tons of work entering for this team.
I mean that's why Judge killed to be through the fatal.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Just super fast and just taking them off guard, and they're not ready for that super quick aggression that the Neon gives.
I believe he returned to the desk, which means Valentia has finally pulled up a chair. What are your thoughts on that map, Val?
I mean, it's definitely frustrating kind of just seeing everything kind of happen again, but not as much. A little bit more reserved, but I had like a few highlights I was kind of looking at. I think the unfortunate part for me really is that the way that I am watching this match is more like I expect Wingman Warriors to understand what they're doing, and I mean, they're kind of just doing it well. So I'm trying to see what it is that I can really like look at from the side of TS here. And I mean, like, I have a few things figured out. I do have one thing, if production wants to be nice. Thank you. Me preparing a little something. I've got a round to highlight from TS.
Oh, wait. Hold on, I have to tap into this real quickly.
Yeah. Depending on if it's ready or not. I'm highlighting it around where, you know, yeah, looking for TS. They did a round that, at least, I was impressed with what they did in this round because it was a round they won without H. Completely, pretty much. And I think that's the main highlight that I want to kind of go at, especially going into this map 3. I want to be able to see more of this, and I want them to at least be able to take this as well and go from, you know, oh, it's like H having to, you know, deadlift half the time. Whereas, you know, there are a few glimmers of hope that, you know, would be nice to see. It is the black screen, but I guess you're kind of just waiting on me to like play like when to go.
Red dot,
yeah, so you can like play it through really if you're gonna play it on through.
I see it.
Oh, there we are.
Yes, there we go. Finally, yes. So you can highlight a little bit at least until when they scale into the site, pretty much. Really, it's like mainly okay. So mainly you've got Iggy mainly playing the elbow position, which I mean it makes sense, especially with the Odin that sort of thing. Yeah, they break the dart immediately, but he kind of stays unwavering with this, revealing the position where it's like, sure, like you at least do that, but it's just, that's kind of what you can do. I feel like it's actually really great, especially here, when it's about to pop the, when they pop the entry, yeah, already spamming at it once the wall goes in. I don't know if that was the reaction, but that's a great first pick there. But even still, the util there, and then you have, boom, that as well. You have Slow actually going in, helping Iggy get out, getting blinded up or using the blind and be able to get the return pick too. They even like re-clear it as well to make sure like they know that they're actually like scaling or not. And at this point they're kind of boxed in pretty much the rest of them as well. And then you actually like have them playing towards, you know, out in the back of the fight. That's when you have the collide happen here with the Odin. But that's really like the main bit that I want to highlight overall is that, you know, this was a round they won completely without H, and they at least had this understanding. This was mostly lacking from the rest of the series, I'll admit. And it was kind of frustrating at bits. There were even bits where it felt like, and this is just me speaking, but I feel like outside of a few usages, like the round 11 ult that you pointed out, Lore, I feel like the veto probably could have been a chamber, given how he wanted to at least play. But yeah, there were a few rounds that I really like want to highlight. That's like, okay, there's something that can be here. It's just, I'm waiting to really see it, and I'm hoping, really hoping there's something on Haven with this, but if they want to win this series, you need to see more rounds like that one.
Yeah,
I
love...
Sorry, you go.
I love that round for just highlighting the defensive util, and one thing I noticed is that Igneous, Slow, and Epsilon, they actually had really good util throughout the entire map. It was just that on a lot of the rounds, they couldn't capitalize on that good util for a variety of different reasons. So they're throwing the right util, it's just can they get aggro and capitalize off of that good util that they're throwing.
Sorry, our players were talking about production stuff, and I think we all might have gotten distracted for a second there. I want to note just particularly about the Veto Ultimate that, first off, I played one Veto game in ranked that I lost, but I got like 24 kills in, so I'm a Veto expert.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it's rough, honestly.
For the Veto ult, it is something that, I mean, first off, when I played it and I had a Veto ult, I was standing in the middle of the site and there was a Rain of Flash, a Breach Flash, a Clove Metal that I didn't get affected by at all. Like, it is that powerful where you can just stand in the site and take everything. But the way H
you
was
have
using
that bit,
it,
yeah, it was not really for
the
it.
Regen factor of it, where like, oh, if you're low on HP, you can regen when you're out of a fight. He was popping it when he immediately got it, and not taking into consideration what agents were on the battlefield. Specifically, the one round where I pointed out where it was only a Clove and a chamber left.
I think it's a little rough, yeah.
Yeah, the only util on that which he's not affected by is the chamber slow trip and the Clove Metal. But other than that, like, or the rest of the abilities either affect him like a smoke or a headhunter, or they don't matter to him like a chamber TP or pick me up.
Yeah, I think that's the main bit to highlight, and especially when some of that util isn't even necessarily going to be used. Like, you might just have Claps just going over aggro, not necessarily using the metal and like those opportunities to where, okay, you can dodge the decay by popping the ult, but like that wouldn't really happen. Whereas like you could be using it, I mean, in other situations after stuns, but I think overall, what I see is that the comp is just not one that you want to run the Vita with unless it's like specific stuff where, again, it was highlighted. And I feel like there were even other scenarios where, say, the Interceptor didn't really get much value. I would think you maybe, at least on the attack, like if you're able to sniff out where the chamber trip is, okay, you can get rid of that. And I think that there were times where it's like, I saw it and it was like, it's so close. You're so close, buddy. Just get a little bit further and it can get rid of the trip for you. Because I feel like there are a lot of rounds where they weren't getting rid of that trip either, which it did have issues in some rounds, which is where I consider like you would probably want at least for that, especially if the Silver Util doesn't get it, you know. But it's just that's just what I mean rough in general, where it's just those bits and like the playstyle kind of just made it weird. It can obviously have value, but it's just I feel like with going against Wingman, it was kind of rough.
Yeah, speaking of the Interceptor as well, I can't recall a moment where it had impact at all. Like, no, I don't remember that's what I'm saying about the comp deleting mainly. A piece of util.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying like just overall like against their comp, there were probably bits where you could have, but it just never came up in any way that showed like, oh, this is like some really good value, except for the one round where you're just able to dodge that one stun, which admittedly is really good. But it's sort of just like we're highlighting. It's like we're TMV highlighting Clove having value, whereas otherwise you would never have it. Like, you get what I mean, right?
Yes, of course I know what you mean, and obviously TMV doing the, you know, oh, this got value, the metal got value, and the picking me up got value, and him not counting the smokes after death getting value, as if smoking after death isn't a valuable thing when you're a dead agent. But, you know,
yeah. I think it's always just like you consider like apples and oranges. There's different values with it, and I'm not trying to mean this as a way to like flame sort of hate, but it's more just like kind of like really highlighting that sometimes it can be a struggle, and especially against teams where it's like you kind of just need to understand the comp. It's just it's just overall it's rough. Like they're obviously not going to make those mistakes again, but again we just kind of look
Claps
forward.
has said yap in the party chat, and Radical
because we are yapping at this point. I would imagine we're probably I think we're done yapping. We can probably head into Haven, I guess.
Yes, I think we've said everything we need to say. I'm going to ask them. We are. Claps asking y'all F with Paramore. Yes, I do. Greatly. It's awesome.
I stand Haley Williams.
Oh wait,
yeah.
What's Paramore?
Hey, that's bait. That's bait. Don't even fall for that shit. Casper's baiting. It's crazy there.
You unculture as.
I mean, can we bokeh Caspars from this lobby?
Okay. Hey, Spars.
You guys not ready yet. I want to think that they're ready, but okay, yeah, we are. Okay, we're good. We're good ahead. We are good ahead.
Is TSR?
Yeah, they did. They did, yes.
When? I don't see it.
Well, it kind of got flooded with the Paramore talk, so, yeah, there you go. Yeah, just having to point that out for you, that, you know, that coming up and getting distracted with that doesn't exactly
help. Ooh, 2 instant agents.
Instant lock! Okay.
Seems like we're having a typical Haven comp coming out on the side of Tequila Sunrise. And all of Wingman most of them are hovering Death Wingman.
Surprise. No, I think what it feels like, I'm not going to say it's like a tilt pick from H, but I just feel like he kind of just wants to take things into his own hands now. Because, like, at least he was able to kind of do some of that, but also have that Sentinel util or just playstyle on Astra. But now it's like, it's go time. You kind of need to take the initiative for your team, and hopefully you can coordinate with the rest of your team to make, you know, these plays sort of happen. Otherwise, it's kind of just Joker. be
Yeah,
real.
I'm very interested to see. I hope that the mental of Tequila Sunrise is good though. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
H on that
what they need
Astra
to
on
do.
that supportive role
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Please, I'm
Sky's
just
not covered
asking,
in
take a
agent
timeout.
yet. They've
I really
all
want them to
locked
take a
in. I wonder if
I
mayhaps-
wonder indeed. Yes.
I wonder if Sky was ready or not.
With the neon,
And
okay.
I got debated.
I mean, it was one of the two. I actually didn't expect the neon, but then again, I'm stupid. I should have known. I should have known.
Yeah.
Yep, the default comp.
I
mean, I kind of like the ISO against specifically how Wingman play. I mean, you're gonna have the shield against the chamber shots and ops.
Yeah.
You're
Especially
gonna
if
be
you
able
use
to
it
do
for
it
that sort of
really
thing, because I'll be honest, you kind of need to, because they're not exactly great at taking off the off angles every time, so it's nice to have that reassurance.
No, let me make
Yeah,
sure I'm
yeah.
tapped into the observer POV. There we go.
Good shout, good shout. I would have forgotten on this map.
Trust me,
Alright,
I forgot.
never done.
I forget once. Shame on me. Forget twice. Extra shame on me.
3
Okay.
times now, you know better.
So we're gonna see a 4 stack on C that does not seem to be what they're going for, although they're going mid, so who knows if Wingman
I
are
think
gonna
we're gonna
actually
see
run
an
into
early
this.
dart from C main here. Igneous might not stick around, but this is certainly an interesting play. But this B hit is coming in fast and heavy. Both smokes now, and I mean, these footsteps. Ooh, goodness, the stun coming in. Oh my goodness, this is actually an A hit through B main. Shadow's all alone. Oh no, I lied for attention. This is a B main plant on the side of A link that is fully taken. Igneous getting killed in case bars. This close frenzy will find fruition in Sky getting the kill, and the rest of these C-Stack players now grouping up together. Igneous, the lone front of C main, will find Cyclone. Epsilon finding the kill as well. Claps backside gets a kill as well. Radical finding that kill, but the kills and trades go in favor. Honestly, I loved that plan and push from Wingman Warriors, and I loved that counterplay from Tequila Sunrise. I think they were both perfect on it, but the trades went in favor of TS.
Yeah, really grouping up towards their own T side, knowing that they're probably not going to be playing a long-range window spam on pistol, because you just don't have the weapons for that. And Wingman were really ready to fight those A link and B links heavy and punish those rotates, but they just didn't come from that angle, and
Yeah.
they're able to just
They
brawl
went
out.
C-Link instead. A little unlucky. It seems like we might have a C-split coming in. 4-ish through Garage. Cyclone jump spotting that Outlaw as the majority of these teams... I'm sorry, I almost said Team C. That's not a team. It's tournament. Igneous getting these kills too with the Spectre Epsilon with the trades.
Down, C.
And I mean, Spike now stuck in Garage. All 4 of those players stuck as well. And H with that double tap and with that ISO coming in fast. A pretty good bonus round, I would say. 2 players died, maybe 1 or 2 guns lost.
Yeah, they handle that garage push pretty well. Good, really good dart from... Sorry, was it Igneous? Yes.
Yes.
From Igneous on their side, and they're just able to crunch out. And I mean, they had a lot of people on that BC side of the map, so they're able to just handle that. And we'll see if
Off we go.
their bonus guns can do any damage to this full buy A rush that they're gearing up for.
Shadow hearing that Neon sprint coming in. There are 5 players splitting through A here. The 2 duelists will be on this site. Neon Wall coming in. Getting some space. Cyclone will find Shadow for the first blood. But, oh my goodness, H with the shorty gets Cyclone and finds the Vandal. These players are now stuck on the A site. Claps will find the kill in the slow and get the heal, killing Epsilon as well. Igneous can get a kill on a Radical, and H getting that trade. The numbers are in favor. Well, I was going to say in favor. They were even. The ISO ult now coming out. This is a 1v1. The gulag for all the marbles. And it is H who clutches it with a 4K. I mean, What a beautiful ult from H there to secure the round. And we now have a tech pause.
Oh, absolute cinema on that round. H has a Guardian. He has one of the only good guns on their side, and he just pulls out the shorty to kill that short pusher and instantly wraps all the way around long and does not get traded from, I believe it was the Neon who slid back short and just wraps around. I would have liked the rest of TS to kind of wait a little and give H more time to fully wrap around long, but they're able to clear it out by some really good shooting.
H called a fake tech pause and then immediately said he was good after doing a 4K clutch. So I don't IDK what's happening there for the insanity. That's
What's that dart
what
doing?
the Sova dart. I think that actually breaks the TP in garage, or the trip, I'm sorry, but it actually didn't break it at all, as it was perfectly centered in the middle and didn't hit either end of the trip. Oh no! Trick shot. Bro is not Hanzo from the hit game Overwatch 2. Igneous jiggling this angle will come back.
Not sure if he saw them there. Seems like he maybe.
He definitely didn't. If he's backing up this far and rotates aren't coming in. I mean, he's taking a more passive angle now. Smokes are coming in, though. Maybe it did see them, then. Maybe I'm just lying for attention and wrong. The clove smokes now and the plant coming in as well. Sova ult to get off this plant. No tags found yet. And no tags will be found. An unfortunate Sova ult from Igneous. H on this close angle with the stinger. The neon stun coming in. Claps. Getting that overheal. The speed boost. The not dead yet too in the corner. Will find value. Claps with the 4K immediately popping out of the dismiss to find value. The swing and the trade's just not fast enough as his teammates are able to defend his body.
Those A36 are hard, especially if you don't have that explosive exit out of that CT choke. They do good to kill Claps, but they don't have enough pushing power to just take over that space, and he's able to just res for free in the corner without any pressure and just guns them down as they walk in.
They do good to kill Claps, but then at the same time, they also don't do good to kill Claps. Again, Claps finding that opening pick onto H as well. We'll find the opening onto Shadow. Both duelists gone and the overheal popped. H with the triple question mark in chat. I believe there might be some tilt. H also saying he got the kill animation on his screen. I'm not sure what's happening in the mental of these players, but I don't think it's looking good for Tequila Sunrise. I think that you were right on the money with that ISO pick from H, where he wants to try and take things into his own hands, and it is not working. Igneous with a bit of a lurk on the garage, getting the kill on the sky. These defenders now trying to find something in the site. Paranoia will hit multiple people, but K-Stars with the immediate trade, it's all left onto Igneous, who is now saving his Phantom. Pavel, I would love to hear your insight onto what you think is going on for the mind of these players.
I think they're just trying to take some early fights and prevent them from getting those free sites, because the retakes can be a bit dodgy, but they just kind of instantly fall, and the round's just really, really hard when you're down 3v5 that early, so we're gonna see. I'm honestly more looking into what they're deciding to buy in this round, because it's looking kind of weird. Like a half buy, we have a save Phantom, and they're gonna buy up around it a bit just to kind of bolster that.
You have a hero Phantom or hero Vandal from Epsilon. Igneous is a Phantom, but probably can buy for the next, and then a Sheriff, Spectre, and Bucky for the other players. But we have the majority here of Wingman Warriors grouping up towards the C site. Oh no! Shadow immediately caught out. The Cypher Trip destroyed. Slow is in this corner, won't be caught out. Finding Sky! The TP out is good as well. Well, almost good, I would say. As now it is all left on Slow with a Bucky, but just the Vandal is unfortunately one of the better
Yeah.
weapons in the game.
That messed up jump spot actually does good work to just bait them in and not really know that there's a stack there because they just send it. But they just don't have the guns in that round to completely stop it. The Spectre spray gets a little work, but after the couple good guns go down,
it's a
pretty
decent
rough.
eco, but Wingman Warriors have won 3 in a row. They have the money snowball in their advantage.
And they're going back to the same spot.
Sky has a judge. Oh, has Neon ult as well, but Slow will spam Cyclone out. Epsilon will be spotted, Igneous as well. Oh my god. That is disgusting. And breaking the clone, Sky gets the kill onto Shadow as he is right behind it, and it's a 3v1 for Slow, who just cannot find it. I mean, that Neon ult for entry into the site was great, but killing Shadow there when trying to break the clone, nail in the fucking coffin.
Yeah, the ult combo just did work. I mean, the Yoru ult sets up both the Neon ult and the Sova ult to they just had full info and they could just completely run them down. The Cypher Epsilon tried to take a little timing and find a cheeky corner, but it just doesn't work when you have the Yoru just pinging you out.
Claps has not dead yet again. This is another full C hit. That dart was something. It didn't break the trip. I think maybe there was accidentally only one bounce on it. Sage does get the kill in the Sky with that bucket at the last possible frame. The Omen ult coming in for the early retake will get Wingman Warriors off of this push. They don't like it. They know exactly where that Omen ult is coming in, but he is rotated now fast towards the C site. Epsilon is alone. And the hit now coming in fast. Metal as well. Cypher trip. Epsilon alone on the site. Will not find it as he's traded out by Slow and cannot find another kill. It is a 3v2, however, Claps. I mean, I was going to say Claps with this Cloval, but if Cyclone gets that pick onto Igneous, then how can Shadow win this round with a Bulldog? 2 players repositioning. K-Spars almost caught out in the open, but I mean, this is just... I mean, the rounds are close, but this is going to be, knock on wood, and yes, it will be 5 rounds in a row for Wingman Warriors. I mean, that doesn't feel close if you've lost 5 in a row.
Yeah, momentum's going well. They're just doing so well on these like executes and team fights. Everything's falling their way and the supportive utility is really good. And they hit C site, 5-man hit really hard twice in a row, and then they fake it, realize that they're kind of caught in the fake on their rotate, and they just double back and do it again. So they've kind of got Tequila Sunrise in a precarious position where now they know they could just absolutely set it up C, or they could simply not hit, and they still got to be worried about the rest of the map. So curious to how they make this work.
H does have his ISO ult online again, which did see extreme clutch value, but I'm hoping to see it as an early thing. However,
it's weird with an op.
I mean, Wingman are on an... Oh my god, he has an op. Jesus Christ. That is certainly a choice.
Fake teleport.
Some early lurking on the A site here. This hero rifle on the side of Shadow is stuck in this corner. I believe he does not have a TP out. He will find Cyclone, but Sky with the immediate trade and Radical will kill H through a smoke, who is trying to find an early angle, and that the Omen smoke, defensive side smoke, not finding anything.
Taken out.
Ooh, Igneous tracking K-Spars with precision. Epsilon getting Sky, and Igneous jumping out in an attempt to trade out. The Sheriff kills were good, but I mean, this operator that Wingman Warriors are not aware of at all is being saved.
Yeah, true. I don't think he shot any shots in that,
Yeah.
so
They
they'll be
still
able to
have
hold
the
on to that.
surprise. But I mean that's just another round, 6 in a row for Wingman. And now it'll be obvious that there is no contest. And maybe if they're aware of the economy and the advantage, they'll have the inkling, but we'll have to see.
They're just hitting the sights really well. That's what it's coming down to. And Tequila Sunrise has been playing the A site as a weak site almost every round. They have just the Yoru who could maybe get a pick and get out, but he just goes 1 for 1. And those A site retakes are so hard if you don't have a flank, and if you're just funneling through that CT side, it's just tough. So if they're playing this weak side A setup, which they are again, they have solo Omen on this entire half. I want to see them go for more flanks. If
look at Garage here. There is some early peeking happening. Sova Dart will get Omen off of that angle. H here, aggressively looking towards window, making sure there's no mid-aggression. Almost peeking. I saw that intuition, and now he is peeking. Clearing the grass space, but there are players closer than he thinks. Cyclone, who had lurked up into that corner, getting the kill and TPing out. I mean, now the neon wall too, the close smoke's coming in. This A hit. There are no players on the site to defend. Ooh, Slow will get a dink on the Radical. 115, and it will be capitalized on with that Sova ult. No tags will be found. Cycler, however, lurked up B main. The spike was planted. Numbers are not an advantage to defenders. Paranoia now coming in, and the spam is just too good, and the kills are even better from Claps. Oh my goodness.
That's that Omen nerf. That's they don't really play around it because they swing really close to the box, assuming that they get a free kill on a blind player, but
finally, a timeout.
Yeah,
there aren't a lot of timeouts taken in PCMT in general, but I feel like they should be taken more often. And I also say this as someone who is playing in the tournament. Like, we don't take a lot of timeouts.
The first match of the tournament, I didn't even know you could. I didn't know that was an option.
What? Are you for real?
I'm for real.
It's called tournament mode for a reason, Pavel.
No, my first time. But I want to see what adjustments they made, because they actually did do exactly what I was kind of pointing out with no one died on A site while the execute went in for TS, and they fought well, but it just ended up falling the way of Wingman once again, just fragging out, especially off the back of that Paranoia play. But curious to see what kind of switch ups they make, because nothing seems to be working right now.
I do want to note. I want to leak the chat messages in the party. Clap said, if God's the game you're playing, then we must get more acquainted. H says, are you the drug dealer asking me to go to your Bible study? Hey, please no. H says no, Paranoid. And then Val said, stop reading everyone lore. Ah ha 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 ha. And the answer to that is no, I will expose everyone. Hashtag skull emoji from Val. Anyway, the round is starting after that timeout. I'm curious to see what strats have changed, but it looks like the strats of Wingman Warriors have changed too, as they're now on a 3-1-1 default here. A drone coming in on the C side rotates. I was going to say easily baited, but these two A players are staying. Will spot out Sky here. H backing up into a corner, itching to use this ISO ult, and these players on Wingman are now rotating towards the A site. Footsteps will be noted in short.
Shadows traveling.
They're not leaving H on the site alone, but oh my goodness, Claps out early. The corners are not cleared, and the Phantom Spray is just that good. H finding 3, but Claps is alive still and will not find. Oh my god, he will find that ace. The Global coming in to save his life. The Phantom Spray from from
Last
H
round
is
in
just
the
not
half.
good enough.
Last call.
Not dead yet, truly living up to his name. That is an ace from Claps.
Hero play for hero play. H
For
played that
real.
beautifully with, I mean, he even targets Claps first. He takes down that threat first, kills 4 for the round, but
I believe he only got
just the res.
3.
The res makes him tradable.
Yeah, he got the 2 with the Phantom Spray, and he ended up getting the 3rd, who was out on site, the Sky Neon. I mean, an insane round, and oh goodness, that's an attack op on the side of Cyclone. Some spam coming in, but all these players are towards the C side, and now the Yoru ult spot them out as well. There are 3 players spotted towards the C site, and Radical now jumping up into the garage will TP out, and these Wingman Warriors want nothing of it, but Igneous has lurked up this A site and is in a disgusting corner. The Phantom Spray will only find one. Case Bar's killed, but these players are already on the A site, and Wingman Warriors know it. As Radical has lurked up C, they know the site has been evacuated, and I mean, fakes on fakes on fakes. Rotates on rotates. Epsilon caught with his knife out. Radical caught with the flash out. The numbers are even. H on the pseudo flank with an ISO ult ready. These players are stuck on site. This Euro will get information. I believe this ISO ult will come out because of it. It will catch Cyclone with the operator. Will Cyclone be able to best? The answer is no. Numbers are in favor. Claps killing slow. However, backing up, noted. And Claps able to get out. Sky stuck on the site. The double tap will not be spotted, and the 2 best players of this team. I don't know if there's enough time, Pavel. I don't think there's enough time.
No.
H, his best effort is not enough. It's a 3-9
Switching
Curses
sides.
happen. You think it'll happen now?
Every single thing just went the way of Wing for those past 9 rounds. They had every read on the site to go to. They're manipulating the rotates well, and I want to talk about other people, but Claps goes 25-6 in
What?
1/2
What?
in 12
What?
rounds.
What?
That's over 2 kills a round.
Oh, he definitely has more kills combined than his team.
Oh,
19.
it's actually
oh,
equal.
No. His team combined has his team combined has 25 kills, and he has 25 kills. Wow.
Yeah, I want to highlight other people, but that's just an absurd stat line.
Wow.
Whoever's calling for the team is doing a lot of work on manipulating these rotates, so I will say that it's not just a Claps show, pure skill-wise, but
oh my goodness, K-Sports caught out immediately! The dart and util, H taking matters into his own hands, getting the opening 2 picks. I mean, that was honestly just a rush up. Sky here now will be noted. There are 2 players on the flank. Igneous is alone, but I mean, now that he has rotated himself in this corner, Sky with the slide in is just not good enough, and Cyclone is alone. Finally, a flawless pistol for Tequila Sunrise. I mean, that's such a great round. I mean, I don't think Wingman were expecting Tequila Sunrise to be that aggressive, to match their pace like that on attack.
Yeah, really good to not cower under the momentum that Wing was having and just full send it, have all the confidence in the world. Amazing shots to entry, and I will note that when you have situations like this where it can be one player that is taking over the game on one team, as Claps is doing, it's way easier to fight that on the offensive side, where you can have the numbers and you don't have to run into that player, or you can overwhelm that player.
Wingman Warriors having 3 players running, or not running, but walking up A short as the C site gets completely taken. Very curious to see what this read was. Silver Dart will come in, and it'll completely miss on the side of Wingman Warriors. Unfortunate utility. As now, there is a full C retake happening here. Garage will be completely clear, but Long is taken. Sight is taken as well. H getting the opening paint in the sky. Igneous with the ghost as well. Won't get killed. And I mean, even that Cypher trip, nerfed as it may be, will still find that spam kill. And it's all left to Radical with only a ghost to his name. Maybe can find Igneous for what could be eco damage, but another flawless round for Tequila Sunrise. Beautiful.
A much needed one too. If they want to get the snowball rolling, which they kind of need to, this is a good start. They are making their way up to some good ults, and they're really just able to completely spearhead this with some quick takes and just a good anti-eco. Nothing too crazy, just playing their game how they should. And we're gonna see, they look like they want to do more mid stuff, so I'm interested if they wanted to go B fast to make these worse guns work out a bit better.
There's a lot of half shield / regen on the side of Wingman Warriors. ISO clone coming in. A B hit here for the side of Tequila Sunrise. H finds the opening pick on the case bars. Cyclone will find slow, but he is somewhat tagged up. Heavy A aggression being taken here. H chucked in a quarter while Shadow takes the opening pick, will be spotted. Oh my god, that's an insane pick from Claps, and that's another insane pick as well. The pick me up with that value, finding the kills, but Igneous with the spray. It's all left up to Claps, and it's all left up to Igneous. The spike is planted towards the A side. The start coming out, but the 4K is just better. 29 kills and counting for Claps. I mean, first off, an incredible clutch, but also an incredible eco round.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's pretty good bonus, all things considered. Everyone but Claps goes down, and even Claps has to rebuy armor, so as far as bonuses go, that's as good as you can get without losing the round, essentially. So they're looking good.
It's a heartbreaker, though, in my opinion.
It is. They had a good game plan around it, though, so they should be happy, and TS are going to have the overwhelming gun superiority on this round, although they got some rifles on the other side.
Heavy A sewer pressure. A fight will be taken. Slow with the spray transfer. The clone bait is true. H taking no chances, spamming those corners, but Claps now. Double flash. Will find nothing. The Clove ult does come out. The retreat into the smoke. These players are being smart. They are not giving Claps this kill, and Epsilon will get the better of the aim. I mean, incredible. K-Spars, my apologies. Oh my goodness. K-Spars, I believe, did not put a bounce on that first start, and Shadow will clean up that kill. I mean, that was great from TS. A little chaotic to the point where I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I know that those two opening kills with that Yoru clone and the slow Vandal spray opened up that round for them.
Oh, absolutely. That round was entirely off the back of Shadow and Slow. That combo went short, and they're the ones that get those picks on the side as well. And you can see how they're able to just completely neutralize Class by just completely flooding the site and just smothering any chance that he would have to pick them off one by one.
Early mid-aggression here from Wingman Warriors, but there is an early C hit here. Ooh. Epsilon will get a kill on Radical that is immediately traded up by Sky. This Vandal will be recovered.
Spike planted.
In the hands of their duelist player now, as Claps also has a bulldog with light shield. The ISO ult will steal away. Will steal away K-Spars. Numbers, however, are not in favor, as that ISO ult was a little too in the open for the double flank, and it's all left up to Shadow, who is in a CT position and will not find anything. That is a devastating round loss for Tequila Sunrise. A thrifty win with 2 guns recovered. 11-6. That's not a scoreline you see every day.
Thrifties are killing them, and it's off of the back of, I believe, Sky and Claps together as a unit going on the aggressive and punishing this late garage lurk that the enemy Cypher was trying to do. And being able to kill that player, remove all the flank pressure, and have 2 people coming up C long is maybe just the worst thing that could happen on an anti-eco.
We might have an early A fight here. It's both duelists now on this A site. Silvadar will spot Sky out. The spam coming in. Sky does get out. Has to expend a neon dash for it. And now, Sky in this short smoke. Slowing down the round. Majority of players still towards A, while H is lurking up B main, trying to find a pick. I think this is a late insert here. Sova Drone will come out, clearing the corner, does spot Sky out. Sky, expending that flash, does get out, but H with that insert, again, finding K-Spars, finding Claps, Will, vulnerable, Sky, getting him off the angle. 5v3 and not completely overstaying his welcome. He will push this down with the shield. Does get killed. Giving Sky that overdrive, that slide refresh could be huge. The flash now coming in. And now Sky trying to aggress back Epsilon with the shorty. Can't find anything. Slide hasn't been used. Still, Soba will be caught out. Sky completely alone. The bomb has now been halved. And Shadow getting both of those kills. I mean, that could have been a dangerous round. The Neon Overdrive certainly could have got them back in it. Sova ult was expended, but a much needed round win.
Yeah, it seemed like it could have been sketchy after the slight overstep by the ISO, but
look
really
at the
good
econ of Wingman.
protocol. Yeah.
This is so weird. 2 of them are buying hero rifles with light shield, and they have enough to buy for next, while the rest of them are buying sheriff / just classic / util. A
They're
very
picking
odd
an empty
buy.
site if they go quick.
And it looks like this Yoru coming out here. Wingman Warriors gambled on a bit of a grass / mid push. Oh my god, there's 4 players flanking. Surely Tequila Sunrise must be aware of this. I mean, the site smoke actually, I think, actually helps the defenders a lot more. You see multiple people, you see util coming in. The Omen Flash body blocking happening. The site smoke to try and sell the fake ends up just helping the attackers more. Claps. His skill on aim not good enough. A Phantom might be recovered, but I mean, that's all she wrote. I think that site smoke, in theory, was a good idea to try and sell the fake of we're coming from CT, but once you have one person spotted the shot, the neon shock stone coming in and the metal, it's like, you're just helping the defenders at that point. You're just selling.
Yeah, didn't really do much for him, but really handled well on the side of TS, and the adjustment that they made to have the Cypher just come with them to the site really did not let them get that pick that they needed.
The chamber op coming in A short, and the read is correct. Slow.
It's you and
oh
me.
My goodness, Slow getting tagged for 120. The ISO ult, however, coming in, catches Cyclone, and will land just barely. The best attempt coming in, and Claps is alone, will kill. The Yoru, who was somewhat blinded by his own flash. Radical now getting all the info in the world. TPing out. This A site is secure. And H now trying to find an early anchor. Into C will spot K-Spars out. But Claps is already here. Will be vulnerable and suppressed. The plant now coming in. K-Spars one off the Sova ult and will not find it as H finds the better of that kill, however. Oh my goodness, what an amazing spam from Slow to kill the site retake before it already happened. The smoke coming down gave him the timing, and it's Radical all left on his lonesome, but H with the 3K. I mean, first off, I want to note the slope from spam was definitely based off of the timing that Claps put the site smoke down. So just incredible awareness overall.
Yeah, really well done on the side of their entire team. They're getting to manipulate the rotates and work the map a bit now. And because they have 2 duelists, H is able to be a bit more of a lurky kind of deal, which is giving them so many opportunities to pivot to other places in these rounds. So I'm liking what they're doing here. They're bringing it back. Close game.
We do have... Oh my god! H finding an opening spam kill onto Radical. I mean, that's just some awareness there. Spamming the opening angle, Cyclone spots out Shadow, but he doesn't get the better of that damage as he is tagged up just as like, but this drone is clearing out all of Garage here. They know no one is window. Cyclone now lurking up, but the smoke is good. These players have to be aware of it. The Omen coming in, spotting out K-Spars, backside and snows. I'm sorry. H! We'll find that kill and we'll find a spray down on to Cyclone. And I mean, ooh, goodness, that's dangerous. Oh my god, it's a 2v2. Now it's a 2v1. This ISO ult might be in the open. Igneous gets a shot kill. I mean, okay, that was chaotic.
It was that. Chaotic. They should have not even been that close to losing the round.
That was a hero play from Sky, for sure. Just like Sky getting the 2 kills with the Guardians. H popping the ISO ults is a good play, but I mean, Claps getting that kill on the slow in a it made it a 4v2, but then getting I believe it was another kill on the side. I mean, it was just way too close for comfort, I would say. Ooh, look at this. H popping ISO shield immediately, a B rush. The clone coming out now. Will be spotted as a clone as well. Radical trying to spam. This bomb is already on the B site, but the defenders are here too. Sova ult will be pushed out. The reload will be noted and immediately traded. Shadow getting counter Radical, but Cyclone with the immediate trade. The spike now planted. There are 3 players for this A site. The metal as well. And now Sova drone spots out Cyclone. All of these players on Tequila Sunrise are trapped on the site. They have to win their duels. Slow. Fake TPing out. Epson will get the kill. Cyclone will get Igneous as well and will spot out H. Slow. It's all left up to him, but he is out in the open. It is 12-10. Match point. This is Wingman Warriors game to lose, folks.
And we're gonna see
match point.
Okay, so the econ is good for TS, and I'm curious how good it is for Wingman. Even though they just won the round after losing 4 in a row prior to that, I don't know if they'll have everything they want. Seems like a pretty good buy, all things considered. So the only thing is that there really won't be many ults into this round. So it's going to be a straight up C hit to try and just maintain their position in this game to force it to OT.
Sova dart immediately coming out. The op will break the ISO shield, but that is the value of... Actually, he didn't. He completely missed that shot. My apologies for the misinformation, folks. Oh, H will get Radical out and will take no damage. That ISO shield finally coming in handy. A fast C hit, the site not defended, and these players playing in sight, no big ults available to them. Cyclone with this operator trying to find something, will miss the shot on the H. The paranoia for further delay, the cage for further cover. Igneous will find both players trying to come out CT, and the Cypher ult for further information. These players are saving now.
They're chasing.
The op will be spotted. Yeah,
last player standing.
And that op is down. I think the econ of Wingman is really bad. They're not going to be able to rebuy that. And Cyclone is 6 out of 8 on his ultimate. That's going to be no op for this defense. I think Tequila have a chance to get this to OT.
A very decisive round in order to really keep them going here. I mean, they're able to just hold their ground on that C site really, really well, off the back of some really good shots from Igneous as well. And we're gonna see here, and like I said, the defensive capability of Collapse is a bit neutered here. He's only got 10 kills in this half.
Sky grabbing this ult orb will get out unscathed. The ISO shield trying to push up to this A link. It's a fast A hit there. Oh my goodness. 4 people coming A. This kill on Sky is good. Collapse is inserted but gets spammed up by Epsilon, who ends up getting 2. Radical, however, finding Igneous inserted into short. Gets another. Doesn't find the third, and it's all up to the Cyclone to try and save it from OT, but with a stinger in hand, I mean, it's impossible. We are in overtime map 3, ladies, gentlemen, and all those in between.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Wow. They are giving them a taste of their own medicine with these 5-man site hits, and it really plays to the strength of what they can do. I mean, it just allows their players to get some really good fights in. Epsilon with some really high impact frags in that team fight as well. Just basically, it feels like whichever team just absolutely dominates a big team fight for site control will win it out. It's been really rough to see these retakes try to fall apart in the face of a big team fight on site, but we're back with them on the defense, and it didn't go well in regulation, but we're gonna see if they can feel a bit more confident now.
Shadow with this overtime operator doesn't find the kill on the Cyclone. I mean, first off, that's huge. They know there's an up down now. And that's
an
a
amazing
player
shot
advantage too. Tequila Sunrise now trying to find a player advantage as well. Getting a little more anti-aggressive. The attackers, Wingman Warriors, can be a little more patient now, but Igneous is pushed up A main. Will find the opening kill on a Cyclone, who is alone. A shock dart to try and persuade any attackers. H trying to find another kill, but ends up giving the man advantage back to Wingman. And now this hit is coming in fast. The flood onto the C site, but Igneous with this fast rotate. The chamber who died, there is no trip, there is no flank, but Collapse is completely aware of this. Will he be aware that Igneous is pushed up already? Igneous isn't aware of the angle he could be taking and gets the kill of 4v2. It would have to be a miracle from Epsilon here. Epsilon and Slow having to do everything by themselves, getting the kill, but it's just not enough. We are on match point for Wingman Warriors.
Switching sides.
It was a good inkling for them to take some space on the defensive side, but they kind of just overplay their hand by pushing out a bit too much and trying to take the fight to them. And they just get picked off, and the rest of the round gets really hard after that. So they were having some.
Collapse has 36 kills.
So does H.
Oh my god! Oh my god! They both. Technically, H is a better KDA because they both have 6 assists, and Collapse has 15 deaths, or Collapse has 18 deaths, and H has 15 deaths. But a heavy A hit here. Sky playing a truly one-and-done position as one player is coming out short here.
Oh no!
Sky will see Slow. The timing is incredibly insane as H is pushing the site. Can find one, but can't find Collapse, who is now left alone. However, Shadow getting that trade. It's all left up to Igneous to save this map. A 1v2. Sky is tagged up. They know Igneous is long. And Igneous, unaware of any flanks that could be happening. None of the info available to him. A drone, too risky. No taps on the spike yet, and now that smoke after death has come in, the shock dart now coming in will get Sky low, but not enough for a kill. And Sky, sticking the defuse, will find it and win the map. That is a win for Wingman Warriors. And right in front of
Insane
each
way
other. Oh
to
my
end that.
goodness gracious! What
I can't even believe it.
series?
Oof,
Oh
we
my
went
god.
the distance.
He's had an average combat score of 428.
Wow. What did
That-
we just witness this game?
Hey Val, how do you feel about that series?
I mean, it just reaffirms it. It's just Haitian friends. That's all it is. It's coming down to. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, help the man, please. I mean, yeah, there are a few times where he like over aggresses, but like 9 times out of 10, it just feels like they're just letting him down. I'm just like, oh.
How do you feel about Wingman Warriors? As I feel like Claps definitely helped with some of the bigger moments, but
just a little bit, yeah, just a little. It's just it sucks because I feel like there's a good amount of kills where it's just Claps is just getting a bunch of fucking individual ones, and it's just like trade the motherfucker out, please, or just like go at him with like more people. Don't just give him free picks. It's just
it seems
it's
that
frustrating.
most of Wing has left VC. I'm going to ask Claps who called
Well,
called
Claps
for them,
was in here
'cause
I think last time, right, or no?
I
Or
want
was
to
it
interview
Cyclone?
whoever called for them. I think so. I'm gonna
Fair enough.
ask.
Fair enough. No, it's just it's frustrating to me for that reason. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know. Ugh.
I mean, you can't give too much criticism to
Really
one team for
can't.
playing like that because it feels like they both played a very similar.
Yeah, no, they played it
way.
exactly the same. Yeah, no, that Haven, like, that was more... I want to say that's more in the attack's favor than what Pearl was, because at least the Pearl, there was, like, a reason for that, whereas this was just the snowball from one person and then the supporting cast. And it
Yeah.
felt
And I know-
like... It's just... for me, I just can't shake off the feeling that it just felt so close and winnable for TS, but just feel like it just got away from them because of just to me it felt more like misplays, but I feel like that's really just making it sound rough for them when it's just both teams were just taking shots at each other and just I mean that's the better way to frame it, really.
Yeah, because I know what you mean, because both those players got 38 kills, but it really felt like Claps should not have gotten like 14 of those. It felt like better trading and fundamentals could really shut down a player like that on an agent that can't do the most. So
Okay, I've got the vibe. We're gonna get Cyclone and Sky in here for a double interview because I think that's fire. However, someone will have to invite them as the guest to the server because I don't know. How to do that.
Oh, you don't know the link? Okay. Where the? I have the link, or I know the link is somewhere. I just forget where it is.
what are you trying to do?
but-
Invite them?
I get the guest link.
No, I can just
I
make
went
have it.
around.
No, we
I
have it.
checked
We
the
have it.
vibe
They have
for
it pinned.
interviews, and the answer is I'm pretty sure the double interview will be heat. It'll be
So Sky and Cyclone. you
Sky
said,
and
sir?
Cyclone. They're both currently in what color is it?
I am going to DM them the link one. Done.
Alrighty.
Hopefully, I actually check DMs. Smile.
Alright. Hold on.
We can't see the performance, the head-to-head.
Do we actually? I mean, can you not open up in the career? Ah, damn. Probably not anymore, yeah. There's one and there's two. That match was... It felt like a boxing match, going blow for blow on all three maps. Any opening statements from either of you?
Vibes and bullets. That's how you win.
Exactly.
Vibes and bullets. Oh my. Okay, so then walk us through step by step. Let's start with Pearl and go at the comeback. Obviously, it felt like their comp on Pearl was geared towards being able to shut you guys down on attack, being very contacted with the flashes, but then once the side switch, you finally are able to take your own pressure and just make that comeback. What's going on there?
I think it's a lot of just like we were still warming up. I think a lot of times we're not, because since we don't really prep at all, we're not a prep team. It just takes us a map to really get our feel for it. So
Yeah.
is it really just us warming up, getting the comms up, and then once you give us momentum, it's sort of just like over almost. And then, yeah, I mean, they locked in, made some adjustments, and we couldn't close it out. But the fact that they made it close, especially on a round where they used 5 ults and still lost,
Yeah.
I think we did our best to bring that one back.
I wanted to ask, just for the context of the viewers, when I went in to ask for an interview and I asked who was calling for the team, Wing had said it's there wasn't a IGL. So I wanted to ask, like, what was the game plans for your team, like, in terms of the overall macro of it? Like, I mean, obviously,
Or, like,
Claps
what
had
the
a
calling
killer
structure is, you know?
performance. Mhm.
Pretty much everyone. It's kind of like how Paper X used to function like 2023, where pretty much everyone brings ideas, and it's a lot of mid-rounding. Like if someone says they want to do this, we all do it, So like pretty much all of us are the IGL, and none of us are the IGL at the same time.
I guess it does make some
question.
sense, yeah.
On that map 1, I mean, obviously, Wingman Warriors had an insane comeback. You guys are on match point for a while, and you come back winning both maps. How does that affect your mental?
I think it's just momentum, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like when we lose in that fashion, we just know we have momentum. And so we brought that into the second map and kind of crushed them. And then, it's just from there, it's just all about momentum. And I mean, they found a lot of momentum coming back in the last map. So we were kind of scared, but I mean, once we got the OT, I think it was sort of like the reset we needed. So
Exactly.
So then walk us
because
through Crowd.
Walk us through Corrode? I mean, a lot of it
walk
was
us
just
through
like,
Crowd,
I think defense. We were just calming the util that needs to be broken because we know there's a double initiator, so we need the double. We need to like. The first few rounds they were doing pretty good because like we were still getting used to what their default was, but then once we understood their default, we kind of just pushed B a lot, and then we had the passive A with me on op, and I think that kind of like solidified us on defense. And then on attack, it's just really just about like ignoring Snow with his veto for the most part, and we were trying our best to like pull him away from that site by slamming A lot with the split on A, and he did eventually move, and he eventually was back.
I want to note that a big thing on the desk we were talking about, H is obviously an amazing player, but we were also talking about the impact of the veto utility, and we thought that it wasn't up to par. So I think that you guys capitalizing on that as well. We were also talking about some of his ultimate ability usage and how we thought it wasn't as impactful as the agents he was using it against wasn't the best. But I'm very thrilled to hear that you guys were aware of that on that macro level, that you wanted to make sure you were avoiding the veto.
Yeah, I feel like on a macro level, when it comes to ults, we actually have a better idea of how to use them just because of how simple it is. A lot of times we do like a double setup with the double Yoru and Neon setup that allows this guy to get a couple kills with the info. Yeah, and I don't know. I think if other teams can get the ult cycle, set up, because I think on Pearl and other maps they were just trying to get ready to, get their ults up. But if they can solidify that and make sure that the comms are good, then they can probably do better against us. But till then, we should.
So then walk us through on Haven then, because I feel like that is where what you're saying got exemplified the most. Actually, you had a lot of rounds where you were using those ults where sometimes it worked out, but then there were other times where it wasn't, and then you have Claps just going in hero plays, you have H going on hero plays, making things feel similar to Pearl, but also very unsimilar in the same fashion where, yeah, you're both attack dominant, but it felt like things were starting to slip even further.
I think on defense, it was really hard because we don't have a very good Sentinel setup, especially with the ISO that can just kind of counter me if they ever find me. So there were a lot of times when I was opping, trying to get picks, but when ISO's first with the shield, it's kind of just not possible for me. So I immediately at the start of the half, I was telling people we need to like set up for retakes, and if we need to give up sites to play retake, we can. We didn't do that necessarily that well for a lot of that half and so we kind of just like vibed for the most part, just try to get kills, and there were some retakes that we did that were successful, but I think with the old cycles, their team had the advantage for sure with how their setup was.
Once we got to attack, our plan was really just avoid H. That's what Claps was saying. He was just like, if you guys kill H, I can kill everyone else. And it really was true.
Right, yeah. So then run us through those final few rounds. The ones that finally like got you over the hurdle. Was like there any amount of like difference, or was it sort of just okay? Our game plan's finally clicking again. We can do that and finally take the win.
I will say H did throw on our attack round by swinging C long into 2 people a little bit.
Yeah,
I think he probably could have tucked there and been fine. And I don't know what happened on our defense side. That was pretty much all of them for the most part. I mean, Sky and I kind of locked in at the very last moment.
Yeah,
we kind of just slowed it down for the first time ever and just waited for a smoke and then just played it off of that. So
slow ran past me in short. I didn't even realize they were there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sad.
We didn't get like a great observer feed of it, but it felt like he saw you at like a very small like fraction of a moment, but then just completely missed and just it
I turned around. He was just there. I shot him. I don't know how he got there.
Yeah, like you were both hiding basically on opposite sides of the corner because you kind of just held through. He was just able to get around you, but then like again, he saw you for like a fraction of a second, but I don't think he realized it, so then he just pushed back out thinking it was clear. And
I mean, when you're playing Omen, it's like you're thinking about where to put your util. You're not looking at your screen per se about if there's anyone close to you. So I wouldn't blame it on him. I think they had a lot more opportunities on that round to close it out. So
I've asked all my questions. Val, do you have any other questions? And Pavel, do you have any questions?
Yeah, Pavel, do you have anything you want to add to this? Because I feel like we kind of
we've exhausted.
Most.
I think you guys got all the questions. I just want to commend Sky for doing some really good work entering, especially on Corrode. So
thank you.
Woo!
Other than that, I didn't have questions, so I'm good.
Yeah, Sky's the good best entry.
Yeah.
Entry.
Cyclone and Sky, thank you both so much for joining us for this double interview. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a good one.
And congrats on the win.
Thank you. Have a good day.
A much needed win for them. They're up now 3-1, I believe, in their overall.
Oh no, a winning record. Imagine a team having a winning record couldn't be.
No, but I mean, like they were still like, but it was still almost so close for them to just go 2-2. That's really the thing that I want to highlight there. Is it's like clutching that out at least puts them once again back towards the top after what had happened yesterday. Honestly, that was probably something I should have asked about a little bit, but you know me, I'm a little
I personally was not aware of anything that happened yesterday because I was busy, so...
Yeah. And I played yesterday. I didn't want to bring it up for them, so I didn't want to pull my
Fair enough.
It, so.
I mean, to be fair, that's reasonable compared to me, who was bringing that up like a little bit with
Yeah, but you're like not personally involved, you know?
I was personally involved on the team that beat them. What do you mean? Oh yeah,
well,
because you didn't know. You didn't know. To be fair, you didn't.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of teams and a lot of players, so pardon me if I...
a lot of teams and a lot of players, a lot of stuff going on, but all things considered, this was a pretty good week. We actually managed to get through our Sunday pretty well, all things considered. So
very close matches from all of the teams. I wish I could have won, but unfortunately we did not.
Still an entertaining week nonetheless, and like the last thing that I want to bring up, like please, if there was anything that you wanted to highlight, like for clips and rounds and stuff like that, please clip it and share it in the thread in the member Discord so that when Plat Chat does eventually watch through the clips, which they will eventually, knock on wood. Please submit clips.
I should definitely do this myself. I should definitely clip this myself, but I will probably forget. But, I mean, what is it? You had, just to toot my own horn here, allow me for a moment. The map 1 Abyss game, which we ended up losing the series, but where we ended on the first pistol, we ended up getting thriftied, and then I had only bought a sheriff, so I hero bought a rifle, and I ended up clutching the round for my team because I had got my Cosmic Divide to block off the ult sound, and the opposing Astra didn't suck, and I got a 4K to clutch the round. I mean, that was And the production didn't catch
It's
it,
clip-worthy.
but the production didn't catch it because after the round win happened, it defaults to the round win. But after I had killed the opposing Astra, I popped off super fucking hard.
I mean, that's why you also kind of need to record your stuff too, but I know not everybody does, but like if there is perspective at all, just
I
again,
could
like
have clipped it. I could have
Yeah, you
clipped it,
could've.
but I didn't.
But yeah, that's what
because
I mean. Like,
I knew
clip
the
it all.
clip.
Just clip anything you've got.
Yeah. I
And I
knew
mean
the
that generally
clip
for
would be
everybody,
on the
please.
Plat chat. With the, of course, my player cam isn't there, but you know the clip is there.
Yeah.
And that was
Whether you want to
a
clip stuff from the
clippable
broadcast or your own stuff, please clip it and submit it so they have something to watch. That's the only thing I can really ask for, pretty much. So
Yeah.
at least
I
it's
think the
something you can
commentator
see.
POV is pretty good too, because they were like.
Lord, don't
they
forget
were
that
pretty
bind death on
successful.
B says Teklo.
Oh, Teklo, you bring up such a good point, and I think that should also be clipped too as
Yeah, bring up all the funny moments. That's the thing. It's not just all like the high skill like fights and that sort of stuff. All the high kill rounds. Just bring up all the funny stuff.
What is it?
Show
I
them the
clone
glue.
vaulted on B bind. I was backside on B against the box, and I clone vaulted in an attempt to get to CT to try and bait some players to go into one of my teammates. But I completely mistimed it, and Teklo on Yoru literally body blocked me into the corner. I couldn't escape, and I got killed. So, you know, that's embarrassing on my part, but it's really damn funny.
And that's the whole point. Remember, guys, just clip all this stuff. You have a bunch of time to clip some stuff before. Well, then again, they are airing Plat Chat tomorrow, and who knows? Maybe they watch it then, maybe not. Either way, just
Wait, there's
keep
a Plat
clipping
Chat
stuff
episode
in.
tomorrow?
Yeah, Kurt did give the announcement. I think it's for tomorrow. Pretty
Yes!
sure. Yeah,
Wait,
so maybe there's a
okay.
chance, but that's why I'm saying, like, do it last second now, so that just in case. But either way, though, thank you guys for watching another
Plat Chat
week.
will be I'm sorry, tomorrow is Monday. Plat Chat will be live
Yes.
Tuesday, November 4th at 11 a.m.
Oh, Tuesday. Okay, so you still have a little bit of time, by the way. Even still, though, another week wrapped up. Next, we're going into, what, week 5? So...
I think so. This was day 12, and honestly, I'm loving that there's so many games, and obviously, we're all players of the format too, so I do love that we have so many group stage games to play too. Like,
yeah,
I love it so
66
much.
in total, one away from
Yeah.
6-7, but unfortunate, I guess.
Yo, I hate you. Why would you
Hey,
say
Pi said that.
seven?
Pi said that last time, so that's why I'm reiterating it. That's it. That's all. But
Alright, I
no.
feel like
Thank you,
me-
everybody, for showing up
Yeah.
today. Big shout out to
Obviously-
Linus for producing back-to-back as well.
Yes, Linus, we
Linus,
love
our
you
goat.
so much. You're not